Hello, everybody. Welcome back. Not welcome back. I'm saying welcome back to myself. It's nice to be here,
Welcome back.
right here on the Gimme a Whole Year Wrestling podcast. We are doing Hard to Kill 2024 TNA Wrestling's big return, guys. We got some surprises coming up. We got some mega matches, and we've got Sam here, the wonderful Sam, who you normally see on SmackDown. He is here to join me for my first stream back in probably like 4 months. Certainly first premium live event pay-per-view stream back in about 4 months. Dan has done us a nice intro. I don't know what that looks like. I don't know what it is. Let's see what it looks like. You can tell I've not done this in a while. Okay, let's see what Dan's done. Let's see what Dan's done for us. I feel like I should have put music on, but it's really cool. Let me see if I can do it with music. But
that was cool. It was meant to turn into TNA. I think
it's gonna. I'm gonna do it again.
Go on, do it again.
Look at this. This is not. Oh, we're talking over it. This is cool. Look at this effect. Impact Wrestling TNA. There we go. The transition.
That's what it's meant to do.
Hard to Kill. Look at that. Look at how cool that is. Well, that's exciting, isn't it, guys? As we are 2 seconds away from the countdown to Hard to Kill pre-show, we are watching on Fight. We would also like to let you guys know that we are joined. We are on the channel of Wrestling Royalty as well as Gimme a Whole Year today. So don't forget to go and subscribe to Wrestling Royalty. And since it's been provided for us and we are a professional outlet, we are going to play you Wrestling Royalty's fantastic intro.
Oh, really?
How cool is different.
That? That's different to the one that we normally see.
And before we get into the action, we got to have it. The Gimme a Whole Year intro. Thank you for joining us. We'll be back with TNA Hard to Kill 2024.
This is the hardcore legend, Mick Foley. Well, hello and welcome to Give Me a Whole Yeah. I hope everyone there, right there in Yorkshire, is having a nice day. Bang, bang. Have a nice day. Yeah.
Yeah, and we are here. We are watching TNA. So hang on, there's something going on right now, Sam. We're in the middle of something.
Yeah,
middle of something. There's been a couple of things happening on the Fight stream, on the Fight chat, saying that this has been going for a while. So this has just started up for us on Fight, but actually this is
Is this an Ultimate X match?
Or is it Ultimate? This is Ultimate X. Yeah, this is Ultimate X, Sam.
This wasn't the Ultimate. Oh, hang on, no signal from venue. What is going on, TNA? So this wasn't. This isn't the match that was advertised. I've just seen Lady Frost and a few other people. Like, this wasn't on the official card, so I'm a bit unsure what's going on. If I'm being perfectly honest.
It's all right, guys. It's okay. We've got Sherry Mascot in who says, "Game over. We're still here. Don't worry. It's not game over for us." Top Dollar or AJ Francis now wishing he didn't join TNA after that video package from Joe Hendry. I missed that. You should probably put a link to wrestling. You should probably put a link to Wrestling Royalty channel. Do a search on them, and unless they have 2 subscribers, they don't automatically come up. Yes, it is. Andrew Spores. Thank you, Dan. Nice to see you. Really appreciate you being here as always. Top Dollar just debuted, and they're already burying him. But that's fantastic. Well, we'll be here we'll cover the main card anyway. We'll cover the main card. We're here to introduce TNA Hard to Kill 2024. But we're having a couple of technical difficulties. But I will post Andy Spores' channel in the comments. We are live on Wrestling Royalty as well. So yes, but we're currently having no signal from the venue on Triller. But thank you guys for keeping it going. Thank you for your support. Yeah, it's on their Instagram, that video package. I will have to check it out as we do our research for the bits we've missed, because there seems to be some bits we've missed, Sam.
I think they've done some stuff. See, now we're getting Tom Hannifan just chatting. And Macklin's already beaten Swan. So I think they went live sooner than they were meant to, or they've been doing something to please the live crowd. I'm not entirely sure what's going on. It seems a little bit, because now we're getting a video package telling us about the matches. So again, we're tuned into the pre-show, but we're not getting the actual pre-show.
Yeah, let's see. So the card we've got is Josh Alexander versus Hammerstone, which I'm very excited about. PCO versus Dango. The mystery appearance, Worlds will climb at TNA Hard to Kill. You won't believe who is showing up. DJ Woo Kid and Top Dollar music video debut, which you guys have seen. Rich Swann and Macklin, the pre-show. Also, we may have missed Eric Young and Kazarian versus Myers and Edwards.
Apparently, that's not happened yet. Apparently, the only match that's happened is Macklin versus Rich Swann.
Okay.
But there is some multi-women's match going on currently in front of the live crowd. They've also done something with Top Dollar as well. So again, I'm a little bit confused personally, but whatever. When the stream goes live again, we'll see what's going on. But currently, we're getting video packages building up to it. So
and Bailey versus Kushida. This is from 2023. Okay, so we're getting a recap of Bailey versus Kushida. Just looking at the reports for today, we've got the note that Ace Steel, of course, CM Punk's mate and former WWE and AEW producer, is producing the show tonight. So that'll be an interesting one. For those fans of Brawl Out, of course, Ace Steel involved in that. One match, Macklin versus Swan. That's the only match so far. Thank you guys so much for the update. I can't wait to see this Top Dollar video package. I always thought he was quite hard done by, Top Dollar. I always thought he's a very talented lad. I wasn't, a huge fan of his wrestling skill, but certainly a great voice, and certainly a talent on the mic. So I've got a lot of time for Top Dollar on the microphone. Is tonight's match the last match for Trinity? It could be, Chris, and that's very interesting debate. Yeah, they're calling a Naomi return at the Royal Rumble, and that would time it quite nicely, I believe, with this being the last appearance of Trinity. And obviously, what a great start. What a great start for TNA to have Trinity on this card, but passing the torch, as it were. So yeah, going to be an interesting one. Jordynne Grace, of course, which is who has been an incredible talent for TNA, for Impact Wrestling. I believe she will walk out of here the champion. In terms of any other strong predictions, Sam, you got anything else that you want to predict?
Yeah. We had a predictions video last night. So just to quickly respond to Dan. Yeah, I think what's going on, Dan, from what I can tell, is TNA Plus is showing the pre-show properly, but Fight is just showing a video package. So I don't know if they advertise that or not, but I don't think we're getting a proper pre-show unless we're watching on TNA Plus, or obviously we're in the live crowd. So, which is quite frustrating. But what are you going to do?
It absolutely is. But yeah, I mean, like I said, there are options. We're watching on Triller or Fight. Obviously, you can watch on TNA Plus as well on YouTube.
Yeah, but anyway, we'll have to. But yeah, so right now we're getting a throwback to Kushida versus Mike Bailey, which was a wicked match. And fun fact, Dom, when Andy Spores went to a North event and chatted to Bailey a little while ago, they had a little chat. He says, I'm representing WrestleSphere. And Bailey goes, yeah, I remember having an interview with your guys. It was one of the interviews I did with him, so it was nice. He also got me a signed picture of Joe Hendry, which was quite nice as well.
There you go. What more could you want? What more could you want in the world than a signed Joe Hendry picture, for sure? Tom Hannifan now on screen, introducing Hard to Kill. How excited are you on a scale of 1 to 10 for this then, Sam?
Well, I said 10 last night, and the boys were quite shocked that I said that. But the reason being is this feels like a real homecoming. This feels like something I've secretly, well, not secretly, but lots of people have kind of wanted for a long time. So it's nice that it's finally happening. I always thought it wouldn't happen, the return to TNA, because I thought like the climate we're in now, calling a promotion TNA, wink, wink, might not be kind of something people want to see. But let's be honest, nobody refers to that that particular naughtiness as TNA anymore. It's just something your dad would say. Where so I think in this day and age, it's fine to call something that total non-stop action. Yes, the dirty joke is still there, but I think the promotion itself has matured a lot anyway.
I would agree.
And I also think that back in like 2016, 2017, there were a lot of people laughing at TNA. But I think under Scott D'Amore's leadership and what they're doing now, they put on some really, really good matches. They have a great roster. They have a lot going for them. And I also think the time is now as well, because AEW has proven that it's okay that, there's an appetite for more than just WWE out there. And whoever was at TNA was paying attention to that and has thought, right, this is the time. Now we capitalize. So I'm really happy that TNA's back. I love the idea of there being 3 major promotions, not just from a fan point of view or a reporter point of view, but from a point of view of a wrestler and the people who work in the industry. It's great news for people like you and me who make our living covering this stuff, and it's great news for the actual wrestlers and the promoters and everybody else. It's a great time to be a fan, and I think TNA sometimes doesn't get its flowers, and I think now is the time it'll start getting it.
Absolutely. Let's see if it does get those flowers this evening. My hope is that it does for us, for sure, and for TNA's reputation. They've always been fantastic for us in terms of giving us access to wrestlers, for journalism and things like that. So I'm a big fan of TNA, and that's why I wanted to actually return to the channel and come and do this. It's not really something that I can really spend too much time doing these days, Sam. So I enjoy being back here, right here on Give Me a Hull, hanging out with you, watching wrestling. It is nice. It's very nostalgic for me. I have missed you. I haven't missed the late nights. I have not.
Yeah, that's the hard part, isn't it? That's the part that kills me off, but I do it. But I was going to say, I've got an update for people who are watching on various sources. So Fight or Triller, whatever the hell they're calling it this week, they're only showing packages at the moment. They're not showing a proper pre-show. TNA Plus and a couple of other naughty sources that other people are watching are actually showing the proper pre-show. So if you want to watch the proper pre-show, you either need to go and watch it on certain streams that we're not going to advertise, or go and get TNA Plus. So that's where they actually are showing the pre-show. But if you're in the UK and you're watching on Fight, aka Triller, you'll just be getting a Tom Hannafin promo, seeing Tom Hannafin's pretty face and his nice beard. But other than that, so let's have a little look. So Dan is saying it could be me. The crowd doesn't. Well, I can't see the crowd at the moment. It'd be nice if I could. But yeah, because we made the mistake, not the mistake, but we made the decision to watch on Fight, I suppose, which is what we always do with Impact, isn't it?
What we always do. Yeah, it's fine. It's a good learning curve, a good learning experience for us, Sam. But how have you been since I last saw you? How are you doing? Have you been enjoying SmackDowns, and how have you been enjoying streaming on Give Me a Hull? Yeah.
Yeah, well, it's great. I feel like in the past few months I've been a little bit stop-start because I've either been, I have a couple of health concerns, nothing major, in like November, December. And on top of that, Jess and I go for a lot of weekends away in the Lake District. So there've been a few weekends where I've been away and then I've been ill, and then I've been back doing SmackDown. So it's been a little bit stop-start. Now I'm hoping in the next few weeks it'll be a little bit more consistent. Touch wood, I'm not going to get ill again, and I'm not going away until Centre Parks in a few weeks. So until Centre Parks, I'm hoping to have one solid run of SmackDowns. Now, yesterday's SmackDown wasn't a particularly memorable episode. There's some good stuff went down, but I think if we were ever going to miss a show, last night was probably the one to miss.
Yeah, if you were doing tonight, and obviously you're excited. You've been excited for this for a long time, haven't you, Sam?
Yeah, well, I think a lot of people make the mistake of thinking TNA is like my number one. I'm a big TNA fan, and Yeah, sorry, Dan. Yeah, we should have said that Andy's channel is called Andrew Spores rather than Wrestling Royalty, which probably holds people back from finding it. We should have said that a little while ago, but I was
yeah, it's Andy's brand. It's his, it's up to him how he wants to do it. And
oh no, it was a mistake. It was done off his email address rather than the brand name. It's something he can fix. We just need to go and fix it. But yeah, it's something we're all like chatting to him about and working on. But he's a busy man.
Yes,
so that's what it is really. But yeah, I'm hoping to be a little bit more consistent with SmackDown, because Dan is putting me to shame at the moment, and Anthony is putting me to shame as well. And we can't have that.
Yeah, but you don't have to do it, man. You know this. It's do it when
it's not about that. Not about that. It's about you make a commitment, you wear the hat, you should turn up. So
man, I might have to watch. I might have to watch the Naughty Sources, because I really want to see Dreamer versus Crazy Steve.
You will put on the Naughty Sources. The Naughty Sources. That does sound kinky. I'm just going to get to some of these comments because I've been yakking and not doing them.
Yeah, do you want to do that while because I want to call this
yeah, you do
Steve,
that
match, but
the Crazy Steve matches on. Oh, for Christ's sake, fight.
Well,
right, I'm just gonna.
Well, this is. Yeah, I'm going on. I'm going on some Naughty Sources. We're very professional.
Go on, you go on the Naughty Sources.
Well, but what?
Taylor's giggling at your Naughty Sauce.
Well, yeah, but what? Which one are you going on? But
I'm not using it.
Tell me, but don't tell me.
Michael Pagnota, help a brother out. Help Dom out with his Naughty Sauce.
Well, what are you going to do? Are you just going to do the comments?
I'm just going to wait, I suppose. Yeah, I'm just going to quick. Yeah, that's what I'm going to do for now. I'm just going to acknowledge our audience.
I really like Crazy Steve, and I really like.
Yeah, me too. Yeah, me too.
There you go. Let's see what we got here.
So Dan's telling us the opener is the Women's Ultimate X match. Wasn't the opener Macklin? Wasn't the Macklin one we saw before? Or you mean opening of the main card? Oh, I see. Then what the hell was that? What we saw a minute ago? It must have been a package or something. I don't know. So Mark is saying, responding to Dan, Sean Ross mentioned the mics are awful. Oh, well, that sucks. Yeah. So I got Crazy Steve for the win. Michael's saying hi mate, thank you for joining us. So Tommy Dreamer versus Crazy Steve now. Nice. I'm just going to go back and watch the pre-show tomorrow. Who cares? It'll be great. Michael saying, watch wrestling, Dom. So Google might be able to help you there. And Taylor has just sent me the link as well. Send it to the... did you send it to the Gimme a Hull Yeah channel, Taylor? Don't send it to me. Send it to the Gimme a Hull Yeah channel, if you wouldn't mind, mate. Shows lit is a little bit disappointment. It'd be great if I could see it. TNA have put the full show on their YouTube channel. Oh, not pre-show on the. So have they not done that, Mark? Is that what you're saying?
I'm having so many issues trying to get onto the night.
Do you know what, Dom? I give up with the pre-show. I'm just going to wait for the main card, mate.
Yeah, I really want to watch it tomorrow. Tell us what it's like, guys. Tell us.
Like, screw it.
I'm just getting weird sites advertising certain types of camera activity, and I don't want that.
Oh, baby.
You know? I'm too tired for that now. You know.
So that's going to wake you up. So I'm excited.
You don't want to see that. You don't want to see that on the stream. You know.
Some things have happened today, but I'll make you laugh. But anyway,
some things have happened. Good things.
Yeah. What was it? Actually, I'll tell you about that off stream because we might get bloody barred.
I was going to say, yeah. You
know. Although, did you see the note Jess left me this morning? It was very sweet. I put it on Twitter because I'm sickening.
Right. Okay.
It was very nice. She left me a note in the kitchen. Like usually she leaves me passive aggressive notes telling me off. Don't forget to do the washing or whatever. Where this morning she left me a note saying, make sure you have a rest today. Maybe make some Warhammer or something. Kiss, kiss, kiss. I remember thinking, isn't that sweet? But anyway,
that's adorable, man. That's
great.
I
thought so.
Yeah, I love that. I love that for you.
So Dan is saying it's a throwback to the NWA TNA days. Well, that's cool. I'm kind of into that. I was into it back in the day. And Glamorous Spa 8 says, hello, sorry for bothering you. I want to offer promotion. To your channel.
Take that off. We don't need that.
Bye-bye. I just thought it'd be funny to read it. You haven't really missed anything on it. Yeah, I didn't think so. I'll watch it tomorrow.
I'd like to watch it because I do like Dreamer and Steve. This was actually the last TNA thing we did on this channel, was what we're seeing now, which was Moose cashing in on Josh Alexander.
Oh, was this the... No, we must have done more since then. Surely.
No, this is the last one I did. Yeah.
Oh, right. Oh, I see. And Taylor's saying, Tixler's saying, bye-bye. Bye-bye to you too. And a hello to you too.
Hello.
Bye-bye. Oh, Andy's in. Want to clarify, unfortunately, the Wrestling Royalty name is taken on YouTube. They're the Swines. By a channel that puts out diva videos. Kinky. Andy, we'll have to figure it out, mate, because every time I try and promote you, they can't find you. And I said, well, just search for his name. And by that point, they're going, eh. So, yeah, we'll figure it out, mate. We'll find a way if we can kind of like make it Wrestling Royalty 69 or something, like my address. You thought I was having you on my address, didn't you?
No, I did. But it's a very good address, very appropriate.
Yeah, it's very naughty.
Very appropriate for you.
People, I've had call centers hang up on me because of my address. Anyway, so Mark is saying, what I'm saying is the main card is on their YouTube channel, but you have to pay, obviously. But the pre-show isn't on there. Yeah, because I went looking for the pre-show on YouTube as well, and it weren't there. So I think it's just for subscribers, which is bloody annoying. But anyway, Dan is saying WWE style hardcore match between Dreamer and Steve.
That sounds great to me, but I'm not sure how you would feel about it, Dan. How are you doing, Dan? How are you getting on, mate? It's been a long time. I see that you're doing shows very successfully as usual. But yeah, how is everything? How is life in general for you? I've noticed you've been doing like watch-alongs and stuff. I haven't. I need to invest more time in watching wrestling again. This is the first time I'll have watched a full wrestling show in about, I don't know, 4-6 months, maybe like that. So I'm quite excited about it.
See, I want to know how you're doing, Dom, because like obviously you and I talk and we know all this stuff, but I know like a couple of things kind of dampened your fandom somewhat, didn't they? Like obviously the loss of Bray Wyatt was hard.
Yeah. I think just having counselling gigs and working as a counsellor at like normal times, like having to work with clients at 9 a.m. and if you're doing like 4 a.m. finishes, on a podcast and you've got to deal with someone's real problems, then that becomes a problem. And yeah, I think just I had other things to do, but I do miss the channel. I miss the community. I really miss you guys, really, really miss you guys. But I think it's just, making the time to do this, is hard. You know what I mean? Especially because I'm still doing Soundsphere stuff, still doing WrestleSphere, still doing counseling. So yeah, it's just. But I've really missed you guys, the community, and I've really and I haven't seen. TNA, if people do, the people that do watch our WrestleSphere content and some of the Soundsphere content, the wrestling stuff we did, TNA have always been the biggest supporters of us. They've always been the people that have got behind us. So this is a rebranding. This is a reignition of TNA, I suppose. That makes no sense.
No, I know what you mean. I'm here
to support it. The first night of the return to TNA Wrestling. I'm down for it. So yeah.
There's something about, I don't know what it is. I don't know if this is just me. I know, but there's something about like the 3-letter thing that we've all been conditioned to feel comfortable with in some way. So now that they're called TNA, I just find that weirdly more palatable than calling it Impact Wrestling. Does that make any sense? When they have the 3 letters, WWE, AEW, TNA, ROH, when it's that, I just feel more, and I'm aware that it's conditioning, like WWF and WCW and NWA to an extent conditioned me to feel that. And it's just carried on with everybody, which is why they do it. It's marketing. But I'm almost like, that the TNA again. It's really weird.
Yeah, well, let's see how it goes. It's actually interesting. I'm just watching Moose and Shelley do their press conference. I really like the way they've done this because they've got people from the media on webcam, you know, just sending questions in. It's quite an accessible way of doing it, Sam. Maybe we'll actually get on an advanced press conference one day, you know.
They've invited us to quite a few, haven't they? Press conferences. Like I've spoken to Musa a few times. Oh, there's Sean. I've been on press conferences with Sean Rossap and all that lot before. I was on one for AW a little while ago, and Tony Khan was telling Meltzer off for something. It was I was giggling away, and then I realised I wasn't on mute. I was like, crap.
Oh, there you go. Well, it's all good, man. It's all good. Well, like I say, we've got a good relationship with TNA, and they're lovely people, the media team. So look forward to seeing what they do tonight, and then beyond that as well. You know, Andy, thank you for joining us, mate. We thought you'd be in bed right now. You feel free to pop on in the unlikely event you decide to. If I'm going to watch wrestling, then I want to be paid. Absolutely. We're making like 50p maybe from doing this, so.
Depends how many F-bombs we accidentally do. When Anthony comes on, we're never getting paid when Anthony comes on.
I think it's like 50. I posted a news video that was like maybe 2 minutes long the other day, and that's had like maybe 800 views, and that's made 50p. So it depends. If we can break 800 views with this, you know, like, comment, and subscribe, and all that bollocks, you know, then maybe we'll make 50p. So technically, we could get paid too. Probably not as much as Dan makes. Definitely not as much as Dan makes, given that he is world renowned as he is. But yeah, you know. You see, this is Michael. Steve's got a black bag. You see, this is making me excited to watch that match. I can't wait to go back. Steve should win. Crazy Steve should win that match. I swear on my streams and still get paid. You just need to.
Oh, I know. I'm just joking. It's my gimmick is I tell off Anthony for swearing. It's, but yeah, I'm the avaricious one. Sorry, Dom, you were saying.
I'm just watching the press questions. It's quite well done. I like it.
Who's that? Is that anyone we know?
No, but it's someone from Ireland. But I'm saying it's a very accessible way of doing it. Send questions in. Yeah. Heard on Chris Van Veet's video when he was at Survivor Series pre-conference, he had to find out Punk was there by someone saying, "Oh yeah, I can't believe he's back." Yeah, I saw that too. Yeah,
I do remember that WWE press conference. It was the one after Money in the Bank. You can see the back of your head all the way through it, Dom, which is quite cool. And they came to the same guy for a question like 4 times on that one, and I'm like, "Come to Dom, you cowards!" And then the guy they came to the 3rd time asks Rollins the stupidest question I've ever heard. He goes, you beat Finn Balor tonight. How are you enjoying those English tears? And Rollins looks at him like, are you stupid? Balor's not from England, mate. Like, how dumb is this guy? And but obviously he stays professional and stays polite.
Yeah, of course. They're very, very good.
You were in the room. Did you not just think, who's this guy? Who's this guy?
Well, they're having a, you know, understandably they have an agenda. You know, it's they know who they're going to ask. You know, so one day maybe, who knows? But you know, we're focusing very much on TNA, on our focus on TNA, and you know, other promotions this year. So keep tabs on WrestleSphere, keep supporting WrestleSphere. I'll post a link to the channel in the comments. Yeah, Crazy Steve wins. Fantastic, Steve wins. That's fantastic. Which is the right thing. You want to start with a new champ. That's wonderful. Great to hear. Crazy Steve is a new champion. Wonderful stuff.
If you're watching, Hargreaves, I'm coming after that belt now because I think I'm winning. I think I'm winning with the predictions. Yeah, that's one of mine. That.
Oh yeah, this is the AJ Francis debut. This is cool. Right. Okay. So it's now on their YouTube, Sam. So I'll post that. For you guys as well.
Yeah, do it.
I'll post that video. This is Top Dollar's debut, guys, and then I'll also post a link to WrestleSphere.
Yes.
So please do subscribe to that. We are constantly trying to build that platform. So get yourselves on there if you can.
Have you seen that new belt that Alex Shelley is holding? Oh, it's nice.
Okay, so now we're in the arena now. Tom Hannaford and Matthew Raywalt talking about Crazy Steve. Oh, it just switched back. That was confusing. So for a brief moment there on Trinity
Yeah.
TV, we went back to the arena, which and Hannifin and Raywalt were talking about, Crazy Steve being crowned, and then we're back to the press conference, Moose and Shelley. So, yeah.
I've given up on the pre-show. I'm just going to watch it tomorrow. Like the main card kicks off in 1 minute, so I'm putting the pre-show down to a bad do, and I'll catch up on that tomorrow. Right now, I'm here for the main card.
Yeah, Dan makes a really good point. I've always loved Tommy Dreamer. I always really respected Tommy. We had an opportunity to chat to him a couple of years ago, and I'm really glad to hear that he's worked with you so many times, because that shows that he's obviously very professional. And you're right, he's worked a hard style. He's 52, looks good for 52, I believe. People rip on appearance quite heavily in this business and in most industries, rightly or wrongly. But Dreamer is, he's been going for a long time, and he looks good for 52. And he's put over Crazy Steve, which is good. He's put over the younger guy, so that's. I'm all. It
was the right call. Definitely the right call. I'm really pleased he's done that. Also with Dreamer, he's got a lot of responsibilities in the office as well. But I love the idea of kicking off the new era of TNA with a new champion and someone like Steve, who is indeed the future. And again, like, if you don't know about Crazy Steve, like the guy is functionally blind. And still manages to do what he does. Like, the guy is absolutely incredible. And I've said this to his face. I've said, you are a real life daredevil, and he laughed his head off. And since then, Impact have been using that. I know I'm probably not the first person to come up with it, but I remember thinking, hey, I said that to Steve. But he is. He's real life daredevil. He's a lovely guy. Loves his horror movies and his music as well. He's such a cool guy. And this is leading up to a WrestleSphere plug. Go and watch our interview with him on WrestleSphere, where you'll hear me describe him as Daredevil. And he loves
Hang on, it's actually on Give Me a Hull Yeah, man.
No, I think your interview with him is on Hull Yeah. I think mine is on WrestleSphere. Is it not?
No. Yours is you were the only one to do one.
Oh, right. Was it pre-WrestleSphere, that interview?
It was pre-WrestleSphere. It was the last wrestling.
Well, there you go.
It was the last wrestling interview we did on this channel.
Before we got all professional about things. Yeah. Let's go back to loving it on WrestleSphere at the moment. Basically, guys, WrestleSphere is where we just wanted to put all the interviews and features and everything going forward, so we could keep Give Me a Hull Yeah to have fun and mess about like we're doing now. But we're serious when we do WrestleSphere. We don't wear silly hats when we do WrestleSphere.
But yeah, very, very, very serious, very professional. We've got a lovely little introduction here from Eric Young, talking about, of course, the re-emergence of TNA, walking around Vegas, I believe. So very cool. Yeah, this is in Vegas, isn't it? So, Eric Young walking around Vegas. Lovely little intro for this show. Yeah, I dig it, Sam. So far, well, the first few seconds of this intro is cool.
Yeah, it's nice to just be like watching it properly now without all the silliness from the pre-show. So, which is frustrating, really. But I'll get over it, and we'll just watch that tomorrow. But yeah, this is great. This is some of this stuff is taking me back. I like how they've kind of mashed some of the old stuff in with the new stuff as well. Some of the old school TNA, because do you remember when they were doing like the flashback moments of the week? They've been doing it on and off for years on Impact TV. And every now and then they'd show like a big arena show and the TNA logo is up in lights. It's looking all cool. And I'd be like, I wish we could kind of go back to those days. Like, it's not a comment on the wrestling, because the wrestling is better now than it's ever been. But in terms of Eric Young looks awesome. In terms of the presentation.
Oh wow, this is a really interesting. You got Eric Young out here.
Whole roster's out as well.
So it's a nice little intro from the TNA locker room, talking about this means everything to the TNA locker room, TNA superstars or athletes.
Oh, thanks, Mark. Is that my article? Well, thank you for advertising it.
Yeah, thank you, Mark. Very much appreciated.
It was a while ago. I forget, you see.
Eric Young pointing now at the other members of the roster. So we are TNA Wrestling. The TNA champs. All right, there you go. We are TNA Wrestling. We are hard to kill. That's Eric Young there with that intro.
You certainly are hard to kill. Oh, and that's a large arena. Oh, this is awesome. Now I'm loving it. Yellow ring rope, so that's bold.
All right, so that's very cool. You got the whole TNA roster out there. Who's coming out first?
It's Tasha Steelz.
Who I've done an interview with right here on this channel. Go check it out.
Oh, I'm a bit jealous. I'm a bit jealous of that one. I'd love to interview Tasha Steelz. If you're watching, by the way, Simon and Lauren, I'd love to interview Tasha Steelz, by the way. Just saying. But yeah, she's awesome. She's the future as well.
Yeah, great energy is Tasha Steelz.
I did get to chat to her on one of the junkets that they did with a few of them. That was fun. But yeah, there's so much I want to ask Tasha Steelz.
So this is the X Division, the women's X Division match. This is going to be huge. What a revolutionary match, Sam. It's exciting.
She's my pick to win as well. Either Giselle Shaw or Tasha Steelz, because I do think they are the future of the women's division. Oh, this is like the Asylum years. This is so cool. Look at the
man, it's cool. Hannafin and Ray Walt there.
I'm so excited. They've spent some money. Guys, you've spent some money. I'm loving it.
Yeah, this is cool. This is big. I'm just going to grab my glasses, man. I'll be back.
Oh, he's off. Here's Giselle Shaw's banger of an entrance. Absolute banger. I love that. I was listening to this in the gym the other day, this tune. It's a great tune. It was motivating. See, I think, so what's Mark saying? Yeah, I think, Mark, that was the video. I think there's an article on WrestleSphere, but we've got the video on YouTube. That's generally how we do it, although we do embed the videos in WrestleSphere as well. I think that's one I went back and wrote up and then stuck it on WrestleSphere. I could be wrong. I'll have a look if not. Zaya has to win if you're going to push her on her debut. See, I'm not sure, I think she can still debut and have a good showing without winning this match. Because let's not forget, whoever wins the X gets the title opportunity. And I don't know if Zaya Brookside's going to get that right away. You could be right, I could be wrong. But for me, I think they're doing two things here. They're either pushing Steelz to be the champion's first opponent, or I think they're going to turn Giselle Shaw into like the big supervillain of the women's division. So that's what I think. And is Gail Kim announcing them? Is that Gail Kim? Hope so. I was sat a few chairs up from Gail Kim at the show they did a little while ago. It was awesome. I was a little bit starstruck, and I've spoken to her loads of times, so I'm never not starstruck by Gail Kim, because how could you not be? She's Gail Kim. And there's Danae Luna, who again is an incredible talent. Another one we saw live at Coventry, superb. Hassan, we're gonna have to do this. We're gonna have to, let me log in and do it. Here's Zaya Brookside. I'm not gonna lie to you, Hassan. I'm waiting for them all to get in so I know who's there. I know I've got the card written down, but it's nice to see Zaya Brookside has fallen somewhere, has landed somewhere safely. You know what I mean? Somewhere good. I'm loving the arena and the stage. It's the mat, even the mat. I love everything about it. It feels like the old school TNA. It's not a massive crowd, but it looks like one. It's presented really well.
Yeah, it's a good vibe, man.
Yeah, it looks like it looks like a well put together AEW show when they're in one of the smaller arenas. You know what I mean? Because AEW crowd size fluctuate. Sometimes they're in smaller places and they make it look big. Sometimes they're in massive places and, well, it's just massive. So it's interesting. But yeah, it looks great. I love this arena. Oh, they're off.
Wow, they're going straight up there, Sam. Straight up there for that X. Getting involved straight away with a legendary match. This is such a great reputation as the X Division and the X Division matches. I am going for, because I didn't get a prediction. I'm going to pick Tasha Steelz for this too.
Also, I think, Hassan, I don't know how we're going to do a vote on this one, mate, because YouTube only gives us 4. So I wonder if it's worth just skipping the vote for this particular one.
No.
No?
Let's pick the top 4. Let's pick the top 4.
All right. Okay.
So, all right. So I'm going to say Tasha Steelz goes in there. I'm going to say the two Giselle Shaw goes in there. And then Zaya Brookside and who's the other new one from the UK? Danny Luna. There you go, because they're new, aren't they? Are you putting them in, or should I do it?
Have you got it up already, mate? Or do you want me to log in now? I'm just going to quickly log in. I should be ready.
No, I'll do it.
You sure? Shall I do the banner then?
You call the action, mate, and I will.
I shall do a banner.
I will do the thing.
So add banner. So who wins?
Okay, let's have a go. Let's see how did. There you go. Added. There you go. Start poll. It's been a while since I've done this.
Well, it's not letting me make a banner. What's going on here?
Hang on. Zaya Brookside. Danny Luna.
I might need you to make the banner as well, mate. It's not letting me do it from my side, which is a bit weird.
It's okay.
Oh, see, this is what I mean about Giselle Shaw. Oh my God.
Yeah, I did a lovely interview with Giselle Shaw a few weeks ago. Actually, Giselle was really good.
You see that kick she just did to Brookside?
Yeah.
Brookside's dead. Oh, now she's double dead. Bloody hell. Oh, here comes Jodie Threat, who's quite a powerhouse.
There you go. So we haven't put Jodie Threat in. We put the 2 new signings and Giselle Shaw and Tasha Steelz. Because those are the people that we feel have the best opportunity, best chance to win here. Gail Kim says she isn't expecting a call from Hunter about entering the Rumble. Well, stranger things have happened. Mickey James entered, of course.
Oh, that was awesome. I love that WWE did that as well. It was great to see.
Well, it was the trash bag thing, wasn't it?
Yeah, well, it was just nice to see not just Mickey James come out, but she came out with her TNA gimmick. She didn't come out with her, hey, Mickey, you're so fine, like rip-off music that they have. She came out with the hardcore country and holding the Impact Knockouts belt. That's huge. That really is massive.
It was a big deal for sure, yeah.
And do you know what, as well? It was nice. It made me feel all warm and fuzzy. It's like everybody can be friends. And people, if we can, like, imagine we lived in a world where we could do that more often on all of the major promotions. How awesome would that be?
Absolutely, yeah. Absolutely.
I would love that. The people I'll tell you who the benefit the most there, the fans and the wrestlers. And the creative options are just infinite with that. And just to answer your question, Michael, for the main event, I've actually got Moose.
Yeah, me too.
Because I like the idea of them kind of cementing the show with new champs and making it a new era.
Maybe bringing someone in as well.
Yeah,
they're bringing. Yeah,
and
they have a missing person. Who do you think that is, Sam?
Do you know what? I haven't got a bloody clue. I think when I was more awake, I had a few ideas, but they've all eluded me since. So I'm going to wait and be pleasantly surprised or disappointed. We'll see. Right. Is it brave for TNA to have cash-ins on the same show? Look, I think on a night like tonight, it's really special. Whatever happens, no matter how big and crazy it is, I'm down with it. I really am. Tonight, I love this venue. By the way, what a wicked venue!
I know. Yeah, it looks great. It's the biggest crowd I've seen with TNA in a while.
I don't think I've seen a crowd this large for a TNA or an Impact show since they left Universal Studios. which can be a deceptive venue because when it was the Impact Zone, they had a pretty big crowd. But when AEW kind of used it, they really, really pulled it back and made it quite small. How did you? So have we got a working? Oh, good, we've got a working banner now. What the hell? Why wasn't it letting me do it?
You just have to have one. It's all right. Just create a banner.
Anyway, it's all good.
Good.
Oh my lord, Jody Threat's dead.
I'll change that to a.
Oh yeah, beer and wrestling. Is there anything better?
I mean, no, I don't think so. Beer and wrestling, yep, that works.
Go together like bread and butter. They really do. Like you've never, I know, like Dom, you've sat with me at a WrestleMania, but you've never seen me doing Sam at home WrestleMania, which is
no
Homer Simpson. Just imagine Homer Simpson when he's not going to church.
Okay.
That's me. In my boxers, I've probably got this hat on.
You do love that hat.
I wear this hat, and Jess hates me wearing it. She understands it's my gimmick and why I wear it here. But I was walking around Coventry wearing it, and I said, "Oh, you're not telling me off for wearing the hat." And she goes, "You're in Give Me a Whole Yeah mode." She goes, "That's what I don't mind because you're in Give Me a Whole Yeah mode."
Oh, that's nice.
I said, "We're going out for dinner with my parents." She goes, "I'm going to set it on fire." But she goes, "You're here being you from Give Me a Whole Yeah." You know, she goes, "I'm not here with my husband. I'm here with this silly YouTuber." I said, "Oh, okay. That's cool."
Well,
don't call me a YouTuber.
Yeah, we're certainly not YouTubers, but we are wrestling fans who happen to like talking to wrestlers and
on YouTube,
and writing stories. That's all we are. Nothing more, nothing less.
And I'll tell you what, that's just that alone is enough, isn't it? Sometimes that alone is.
We get to do. You know, I was reflecting on this the other day. I've done everything I want to do in life, in some way, shape, or form. You know, interview most of my heroes, and I get to hang out with you and watch good shows, and it doesn't get much better than that. You know what I mean?
Oh, Zaya Brookside. Oh,
yeah, Zaya's having a good show in here, but
flipping
taken out there by Danny. Yeah, man. So I'm feeling pretty grateful at the moment. Life's pretty good.
Yeah, I agree. I think back to 2023 and I have to pinch myself. I don't know about you. Like some of the stuff we did and got to see, absolutely crazy. Like we all went to Mania. Then every major promotion did a tour in the UK, and we covered every single one on WrestleSphere. Absolutely,
you've done some fantastic work as well with like indie stuff and some of the young people stuff you're doing. It's great. It's really unique too.
Yeah, it's nice. Like, and I think I underestimated as well. Speaking of rascals and guys, if you want to know what we're talking about, we did a feature about a children's wrestling school in Blackpool, and obviously Blackpool is a big wrestling town. Everybody knows that. But it's run by Rossi Rascal, who's a very, very prominent up-and-coming independent wrestler who I'll be interviewing on WrestleSphere very soon. He's already agreed, and we're both looking forward to it. He runs this awesome judo school, but he's also running a wrestling school there as well. And I was blown away by some of those kids and what they can do.
Yeah.
It was mad. Like, so a shout out to little Zach Tornado, who have a look on the YouTube, some of the stuff that kid can do. And then there's Joshi Vake, who wrestled a match with an adult about 6 times his size, but hung in there and actually made it. I lost myself in that match. And I couldn't believe it. And after I saw that, I remember just thinking, if these kids can keep doing this as they grow up, as they get bigger, as they get their body weight, and we could see them headlining WrestleMania one day. Like
one day, Sam. Yeah, one day. So go and check that out. Just to bring us back to the action. Now that obviously we're watching, we've got a very, very tight show in here from Jody Threat. Jody Threat is taking out Zaya Brookside at the moment. Double hoist by Jody Threat, the powerhouse in this match.
I'll just offer a quick correction because I don't want Rossi Rascal to have been misquoted quoted or anything, but sorry, no, he's not a trainee. Rossi Rascal is a successful, he's a heavyweight champion. I do forget the name of the promotion at the moment. It's an indie promotion. He's an excellent independent wrestler, really nice guy. He's the one who runs the wrestling school. He's not a trainee by any stretch of the imagination.
Thanks, Sam. That's great. Appreciate the clarification there. Which means for me, someone is definitely showing up tonight, or something might have gone a little longer than expected. Okay, I know some people backstage, but no idea if they are showing up. Great show so far. Dex Baker, mate, it's been a long time. Hopefully you're all right. Good to see you. Thank you so much for being here for us. As Jody Threat nearly grabbing the X, but being taken down by Danny Luna there. Nice little dive, reminiscent of the Edge and Jeff Hardy thing, obviously on a slightly I'd say less grand scale.
I'm quite enjoying this, actually. I'm looking forward to watching all this back as well. You know what I mean? You know when you're doing the show and you've got to kind of chat and watch. So I'm looking forward to watching this pay-per-view back tomorrow too.
So I can hear you typing, Sam.
Yeah, I'm typing secret messages to you.
Okay, cool. Secret back end messages, which sounds weird when you say it out like that. Tasha Steelz is sitting in the corner there. They're all going up. In fact, they're all going up. Danny Luna going up. Tasha Steelz going up, and Zaya Brookside is going up. You know you can mute yourself, don't you?
Yeah, but there you go. I was only typing it quickly.
It's all good.
There we go. Okay.
I'm not doing it now. You see, I'm breaking my own rule.
Oh! She's got it. Well. See, I think they're going down the supervillain route.
Absolutely, Giselle Shaw, who is obviously a fantastic person, been through a lot in her own journey. But yeah, fantastic. That's great. Giselle Shaw is the new number one contender. Holding that X up.
So whoever wins at the one of the main events. Oh, look at that guy with the Bray Wyatt tattoo. Did you see that? He had the same one you've got.
Oh, the Death Hawk.
Oh, is that what it's called? See, that one's quite big. See, when I get mine, and I am getting mine. See, I was going to get it here, but quite little.
Yeah. It's your first tattoo, isn't it?
It is, yeah. Although I might not get that one as my first one. Got some others I kind of want to get as well. I've got a couple of Warhammer ones I want, but we'll see. We will see.
Yeah, thank you, Knockouts chant during the Ultimate Xmas. Yeah, it's great. Really, really cool. Shaw with the win. Shaw has to hold the belt this year. Yeah, a fantastic representative for TNA. Very, very excited for Giselle Shaw as well. Great to see Matt Raywalt be given a platform too. I always loved his work as Aiden English. Another interview that we have right here on the channel, actually, with Raywalt.
Did you know he's mates with my boss, Raywalt? Yeah, they're like childhood friends or something. So every now and then he'll tell me, "Oh, Matt's telling me this," and I'm like, "Don't be careful what you tell me." You know, I'm a journalist as well, you know. And
so we got the French team, the Canadian French team.
Oh, awesome!
TNA. I love that. It looks like a theatre, that venue. It's great.
Yeah, and do you know, it reminds me. I know I said it earlier, but it reminds me of the Asylum years. When everything was kind of like very metal, you know what I mean, very not very 90s, very very early noughties. Oh, Wrestling Royal. Oh, this is, of course, it's so weird seeing Wrestling Royalty and us on there because we're co-streaming.
Yeah, we're on everything, mate. We're all over the place.
Yeah, I'm of the view that Trinity's losing tonight, and because we're almost certain she's showing up at the Royal Rumble.
Yes, I would say so. We've got the grizzled young veterans, of course.
You can't do it like that. You can't do it like that. You've got to do it like this.
Go on then.
You've got to do it like that. He really gets it, doesn't he, when he does it? I think I just woke up the whole house, but maybe the whole street.
Is that a thing? I didn't know you had to do it like that, but I was entertained by you doing it like that, Sam.
Oh, he loves it. He always, when he says grizzled, he then just goes grizzled. He wasn't really allowed to do it on WWE because they saddled him with that silly dyad gimmick.
Oh man, I love, you know me. I love all that stuff. That was cool, you know.
No, but it didn't work for Gibson.
No.
It was the whole idea of Joe Gacy running a cult is fine.
Shaved his goatee. Oh wait, okay, we're getting a recap now.
He's got Cheez-Its.
We're getting a recap.
Oh,
now.
here it is. Oh right, this is Top Dollar getting attacked by the rapper.
And then, okay, there you go. So AJ Francis, Top Dollar taking out Joe Hendry. Top Dollar looks good, man.
Yeah. I'll leave Joe Hendry alone.
What a choke slam.
So he's a heel, presumably.
Yeah, I think he is.
And now I want to see Joe Hendry beat him up. So this is working. Who hotter?
And there you go. We got a backstage segment now. You can't really hear much of what he's saying. Something about my time, our time.
Because I think, because I think when they were Hit Row were at their best when they were heels. And I think everybody missed a trick with Hit Row. I think in order for Hit Row to have been successful, let's be honest, Swerve was the star in that. In that
absolutely,
stable.
yeah.
He was the main guy. But I always thought what they needed to do to make that stable work is just put a microphone in B-Fab's hand every week and have her cut the promo.
But B-Fab's still there, of course.
Yeah.
Which shows you the faith that WWE has in B-Fab.
Yeah, because I think there's a lot of. I don't know about her in the ring because I haven't seen enough of her. But on the mic, I think she's cracking. So let's see more of that. And here's Tango chewing away.
I know Ringshead's a bit mad, but they're saying AJ Francis and Eric Young are on handshake agreements only. AJ Francis, I could see that being the case, but Eric Young, you would have assumed, given the platform he was given at the beginning of the show, and obviously how synonymous he is with TNA Wrestling history, Sam, you would assume that Eric Young is on a contract here.
Well, word on the street is, and don't ask me where I'm getting this from because I can't bloody remember. I've heard it from so many.
Your sources, Sam. Come on.
I'm not telling you that. Mate, my sources are the same as yours. Let's be honest. But I'm hearing that he might be going back to WWE. Triple H and he are having a conversation about something. That's what I'm hearing. I don't know if that's true. It might turn out to be BS. But apparently he and Trips had a lot of plans that they wanted to put into place. They didn't do it when Vince came back, and then the whole Endeavor buyout got in the way of things. But again, apparently, all that is still very much still something the two of them want to do.
Because they were originally he was supposed to be part of Bray's faction, wasn't he? I believe.
Or it was something he was producing it, or something like that. People don't know this, but because Eric Young is so great in the ring and on the mic.
Can I just enjoy PCO's wonderful intro? They're bringing him out. For context, they're bringing him out. Yeah, there's doctors.
That's to reanimate him.
He's on a girder. They're going to reanimate him.
He's a French Canadian Frankenstein. We know this. But yeah, Eric Young is a very, very creative guy. He has a lot of insight. He helps a lot of people come up with their gimmicks and stuff. So
they're bringing him back to life. There he is. There's PCO.
He looks amazing.
Isn't he like 60 something now? 50 something?
I think is it late 50s? He must be knocking on 60.
Yeah, no, he's hang on, let me find out.
He's younger than Sting, I know that. He loves it. He looks amazing. He's been in the gym.
He's 56. 56.
PCO is not human, Michael says.
PCO. I love him. I love him. He's great.
The evidence is with you, Michael. I'm not going to lie. I like AJ. Yeah, he's got something, doesn't he? I think AJ Francis just needs the right booking and the right company, and maybe he's found it. We'll see. He did look like Hunter tonight. Yeah, look, that beard, like Moose as well. Moose looked awesome with his beard.
Yeah, man. Grow a beard, Sam.
No, my wife won't come near me.
Yeah, you look really good with one, I think.
I do. I look all right. There's a few pictures of me on social media with some basic stubble, but I had a bath tonight before the stream. That's why I'm clean shaven, because when I'm in the bath, I'm like Vince with a razor. I don't miss a hair. Yeah, Jess doesn't like it. She goes, "Oh, you're all bristly. Get rid of it." So there you go. So it goes.
Fair enough. So it goes. Okay.
And mate, I look a lot younger than I am. So and while I've still got that superpower, I intend to use it. You know what I mean? And I like this Dango gimmick, but I don't want to see it on a pay-per-view. Oh, that's interesting, Dex. I don't know. I know what you mean.
Man. PCO just doing the flip over the top of the outside. He's so amazing, is PCO, you know?
It is ridiculous, isn't it? That he's some of the stuff he does.
On that page, they're crediting Sean Ross Sapp. Okay, yeah, very credible source, of course, Mark. Thank you for that. So yeah, it could be just a handshake agreement for Eric Young to relaunch TNA. The reason I say he looks like Hunter is, of course, people on social media put up a fuzzy pic saying it was Hunter backstage. Right? Okay.
Oh, right. I see. No.
Oh no. Oh no!
Get out, Johnny Bravo. He makes me laugh. He used to be a referee, Johnny Bravo, but because he's quite charismatic, they have him doing all this managerial stuff now. Turning off the heater.
Dango and Bravo taking out PCO. Are we getting? Is someone going to come save PCO here? Because there's Oleg, who used to be Kozlov, of course.
Come on, where's Bully Ray? Bully Ray's been turning face. Who is it?
Rhino.
It's Rhino.
Yes.
Because they have been turning Bully Ray before it went away for the hiatus, before the rebrand.
Rhino's another guy that doesn't age either.
Yeah. I love that. PCO is going to kill Dango. Not Vladimir Kozlov. What are we calling him these days?
Like Prudius wants in with Rhino, but Rhino. No. Okay. Prudius is not going to have any part of Rhino today.
That's certainly a good point you make there, Michael. But I was of the view when I looked at the whole card.
Hang on. Is Santino going to make this into a? Santino going to make this into a tag match? I bet it's some kind of tag match for me. Okay. Prudius also saying Gigi Dolan is backstage as a partner is wrestling tonight. There you go. That's cool.
Yeah, she's married to what's he called? Zachary Wentz. Right. One of the Rascals, I believe. Or either she's married or they're in a long-term relationship.
Yeah, Zachary Wentz, yeah.
Or he was Nash Carter in NXT. Yes. Not for very long.
Yeah, I knew they were going to do it a tag team match. Yep.
Getting married. Thank you, Mark. Yeah, I knew they were. I think I saw a story that they bought a house or something. But yeah, they're good for them. Michael Pagota, you son of my gun.
Oh wait, Jake Something's back as well. That's great.
I hate his name. Love the performer. Love the wrestler.
Oh yeah,
I think he's
great.
ace.
He's such a powerhouse.
I understand the reason why they did the gimmick. Oh my lord!
I've never seen that.
No, that was Ace. He looks $1 million as well. Oh, get off him, lad. So this is already pretty cool. Go on, Jake. He's shredded. That guy's not eaten a carb in years. Oh.
Well, PCO going back up. Boom.
Bloody hell, did you see that?
I love that. I love that. PCO salt.
See, the crowd seem into it now. I don't know what's going on with the mics, like people were saying, but the crowd seem pretty animated now. I don't know if they were just warming up earlier. Give them more beer, TNA. They'll soon liven up.
PCO now taking out Dango. Oh yeah, we're getting Pico chants because that's what Santino called PCO.
Cheese and crackers. How the hell do you like? Clearly they do, but how the hell do you do that safely? Do you know what I mean? Jake, something for heavyweight champion. You've got to think it's eventually, don't you?
He's such a talent. Such a talent.
And to think he was in like a hillbilly gimmick a few years ago. Which is like All In all over again, isn't it? When I was quiet because I was too busy being transfixed watching the matches.
It's good you're enjoying it.
Yeah, it's great.
Time is passing quickly. You know, that's a good thing on these shows, you know.
Yes.
When you're enjoying it.
Well, I don't think TNA are going to go down. Not, look, mate, I love big pay-per-views. Not so much when I'm streaming them. But I like big shows. I'm kind of like, especially for the big ones, like the A shows. But like, I think TNA kind of keep things to about 3 hours. They don't overbook anything.
Yeah, they're pretty good on time.
And Mark is saying, this is Sean Ross Sapp's words, not mine. Give him Goldberg push already. Ooh, there's an idea. Give him a streak, perhaps. Have him come out, kill the opponent, and leave.
Oh man, yeah, he's so good. I think he's very underrated, or he has been, in my experience. A lot of people have slept on Jake something, you know, but
yeah, there's just something about him, isn't there? That was god awful. That didn't even deserve a sympathy laugh. That.
So I'll give you one, man. You know,
who wouldn't?
Oh, nice little wishbone thing there.
Oh, I hate that. I always feel it.
Yeah.
What do you think of the new? Go on, sorry. Wishbone. No, Cara, honestly, I was just chatting crap. So
I was just talking about the wishbone. Like, you do feel that, don't you? You know, it's one of those wrestling moves. Obviously, everything's simulated in wrestling, but you think you feel it. You know,
it's like being a dude as well, and like because that's just around your precious crown jewels. You're Michael's charging his iPad. Oh, mate, schoolboy error.
No worries, mate. You're all good. There's
of course, it's all good.
Oleg, the former Vladimir Kozlov, taking it to Brian Osam. What are you going to say there?
I was going to say, where would we be without you, Michael? That's what I was going to say. Then I was going to ask you, what do you think about the new TNA logo? Because it's like reminiscent of the old one, and it's reminiscent of my good because that was my favorite TNA logo, the spiky one. You know,
yeah, of course.
I was never a fan of the original. And I was never a fan of I think the one that came after it. That was the one that I used to really dig. So I'm glad they've brought that one back. I don't know if they've done market research or why they've kind of gone back to that.
It looks badass, man. It looks great.
Yeah, that's just for me. That's just that epitomizes them. It's spiky. It's a bit edgy. It's a bit silly. It's perfect.
Beautiful by Jake something beautiful crossbody there.
I'm fascinated now to see after this pay-per-view where the promotion goes from here, because it feels brand new, you know.
Yeah, it's a good start. Good start for them. I realize I haven't done a poll for you guys, so I'm just going to do that now. I'll just put PCO's team.
Yeah, I'll do the same. Yeah, Dan's right. It's because exactly. That's why I associate it. That's when the company was really doing the bigger crowds and had all the big stars. I never want to see the six-sided ring again. But yeah, they know what they're doing. They're popping my nostalgia. Exactly. Yeah, that's the right one to use because the people like me who've watched it for God knows how long, that's the one that's got us excited. So yeah, they're clever. They know what they're
doing. Absolutely good branding note there from Dan. Just on the previous match, most people voted for Zio Brookside. Giselle Shaw came in second, so that was close from you guys. Rhino and Oleg Prudius going at it now. The big lads.
I'd watch a singles match, TNA, if you're listening. I don't know if they've already done it, though. I think they gave Oleg a match with somebody before the hiatus. I just don't remember who it was because Christmas has happened since then, and I've lost a lot of brain cells.
Oh, Dango now grabbing the hair of Rhino.
It's weird, isn't it? Because a lot of people went with Zaya because I think she's the shiny new toy, where for me, it was always either
that's why I put them in. To be fair, that's why I put them in the poll because I thought, they had a decent chance of winning it, but
see, my brain said Giselle, but my heart wanted Tasha Steelz.
Dango getting power bombed on. Who was the guy in the white, Sam?
Oh, that's Johnny Bravo.
Johnny Bravo.
He's ace. he's the guy who does their gut checks and things like that.
Okay, cool. So PCO, we're going to get a PCO salt. Boom! PCO salt.
Ulf Herman and his daughter are both backstage.
The faces win. Look at the condition PCO's in, man.
I was going to say, he's been hitting the gym in the hiatus. He's been hitting the gym. I mean, I've been hitting the gym as well. I don't look anything like that. Yeah, what do you have to do? I'm a skinny guy, though. I can only ever get so big. Although I think all my dog walking and swimming probably shreds anything I gain. Who dis?
Possibly. Who is that? Okay, so we're getting a car here.
Flares. High heels. Blonde hair. Who is it?
Worlds will collide. Blonde hair. Interesting.
I don't know. Maybe I'm tired.
Who is it, guys? Who is it?
Yeah, help us out because we don't bloody know.
Ulf's daughter has a hell of a look and upside. It'll be interesting to see the ratings. Yes, indeed. TNA's greatest years from 2006 till 2009. I would agree with that, but we could see.
I think I would.
One of my favorite tag teams out now, MK Ultra.
These two are brilliant. Absolutely brilliant.
They have the image down, don't they? They know how to market themselves,
Dex is giving up.
Dex is usually real good at that stuff as well.
I was going to say, if you don't know, we're screwed, aren't we? Dan, do you know? Someone help a brother. Where's Mystic when we need him?
Dan's not going to tell us if he knows. He probably does know, yeah.
I loved how these guys tag team came together. They started beating the crap
out of each other. Yeah, I saw that though, and I was like, "Cool, down with that."
And then they just became obsessed with each other, and I love how I think the term we're looking for is psychosexual, and I'm not meaning that in a dodgy way. That is exactly what they were going for, and it had the same vibe that Cara Noir and Ilya Dragunov's matches had in progress, that almost had a psychosexual vibe to it as well.
Okay.
And it was really well done. And my God, that was a good. And you can't even call it a feud, rivalry.
I'll have to look that up. That sounds great.
It was
Good psychology and stuff.
Yeah, it was just before the pandemic. Progress was at its apex. Before, obviously, they had to do a lot of rebuilding, didn't they? But it was just at that point. Psychosexual is my type. What I mean by that is the traditional term of psychosexual, and in the sense that there's sexual undertones, but everything's very manic.
Lights have gone out, Sam.
Oh, who dis?
Okay.
Rosemary.
No way. Decay.
I love Rosemary.
It wasn't Rosemary.
Well, yeah, in storyline, Rosemary's been banished, and Courtney Rush has kind of reclaimed her body. What am I saying? But yeah, she's back.
So she's back.
That's
wow, cool.
I had one hell of a match in Eve about 6 weeks back or so. I'll have to look that up. I haven't watched the Eve shows for a little while. I'm sorry, I shouldn't have admitted that to you. But I will catch up, Dan. I always do. I love it when Anthony streams it. I might join him one day.
Rosemary and Jessica, that's awesome, man. I'm excited to see this.
So she's Rosemary again, not Courtney Rush. That's interesting. Yeah. Outside guess, it's Aaliyah. It could be. She has. I don't mean this in a pervy way, but she's got a similar figure, tall, willowy. Nothingness Void says, "Yo, give me a whole yeah, family. What's up? What's up, mate? No pretending to be somebody else tonight. I know your game."
Hi, mate. Nice to see you. Good to see you. Welcome to the channel.
See, you know what, Dex? This is how I know I'm in good company, because I'm wondering that too, which probably says more about you and I and what we care about than we should be comfortable with. Nothingness is saying, "What's up, Sam and Dom? It's been way too long. In case you don't know, I'm Altered Ego." Oh, I know, you little troublemaker.
I know. Yeah, it's all good.
Or should I call you Seth Rollins? I bet it was you, wasn't it? Who was scamming that guy who jumped the rail and beat up Seth Rollins, thinking. He handled that like a pro, didn't Rollins? He did well. Go on, Rosemary. Oh, yeah, actually, I don't know.
They've got loads of training for that stuff, you know. It's very well done.
See, I don't know who I want to win here, because I like all of them.
Yeah, man. I'm a big MK Ultra fan, but I love Jessica and Rosemary. Rosemary, of course, we've interviewed. Anthony actually did the interview with Rosemary, which is on the channel.
He did, yeah. I'm actually quite jealous. She's another one I'd like to interview. Again, I've spoken to her in junkets and stuff, but yeah, I'd love to just, so much stuff I want to ask her, because I'll tell you, my go-to on create a character on WWE games was Rosemary. I'd always make Rosemary and put her in with the WWE women's roster, because I always thought that'd be so cool. But there you go.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
I'd have like Asuka versus Rosemary and stuff like that. It was so cool. Hush, Sam, we don't talk about that. You're right, Dex. I was just thinking that myself.
Big slam there by MK Ultra onto Rosemary. Another one. Second slam.
See, a little bit masochistic there. Psychosexual.
It's your word of the day, isn't it? Word of the day, psychosexual.
It's a good word. Dex is feeling it.
It was, I do love the psychology that you've picked up on between MK Ultra and like I say, I'm very excited to see these Cara Noir Dragunov matches as well.
Oh yeah, they're great. What I'll do, I'll remind me, and I'll go and find out where they were for you, because I roughly know the era. But it was a series. It was a series of 3, and they got gradually more violent, but gradually more as the two became quite enamored with each other, not in like a, all I've got is psychosexual.
Okay.
That's all I've got.
All right. I get it. Big kick there by Killer Kelly on to Rosemary.
Yeah, I think Mark's right there. I think they've just said, let's just go back to the most over version of this performer. Does anyone remember heel Rosemary from 2017?
Yeah, man. Yeah.
She was really scary back then because she'd come out in this full zombie get up and she'd come to the ring and with do all this with her hands. A little bit like Su Yung. Su Young's entrance. First time I saw it was terrifying. Honestly, I thought this is genuinely creepy because she's got the movements down, like the jagged, if it's a moving corpse movements. Really scary. Bloody hell.
Yeah, this is a hefty match.
Dex sounds like you're describing the Joker and Batman a little bit. Jeff Hottie should come back to eat. Come again. I'm drawing anime characters. Oh, right. Awesome.
Very cool, man.
I basically draw and post them to my Instagram account. Well, plug it here if you want, mate. Put the link in. We'll have a look.
Yeah.
We don't
Jessica mind. Now with went for a double choke slam, countered by MK Ultra. Big clothesline. They're powerful, Jessica.
Oh, Mark's got some scoops.
Okay. Fightful posted. Oh, hang on. Fightful posted that video with the girl coming out of the car. People say maybe Mandy Rose, Ali, Dana Brooke, or Camille.
Yeah, it makes sense.
So Camille, I think, is going to WWE. Camille, I spoke to when she was in NWA. I became acquaintances with Tom Latimer, her husband, after an interview we did, a very personal interview, which is on this channel. Camille is also an interview with Camille is also on this channel if you want to look that up. And I think Camille will go to WWE. If it was going to be, I'd like it to be Dana Brooke, although the frame wasn't.
Yeah.
I mean, Mandy Rose would be huge, but again, the frame looks a little different.
Yeah, she seemed taller than Mandy Rose. My money is on. Oh, I don't know. I'd say out of the frame, it'd be Camille out of anyone. I feel like Camille is the tall. I don't know. Saying that, there were some incredibly high heels, so it could have been any of them. I did hear a rumor, again, I don't know how true it is, that Mandy Rose is having conversations with WWE again.
I wouldn't be surprised. What power by Jessica there, taking out both Killer Kelly and Masha Slamovich double choke slam.
Because I actually think both sides could have handled that a bit better, the Mandy Rose and WWE thing. I feel like it was a bit of a misunderstanding and surely a compromise could have been reached there. I see both sides point and both sides.
Wow! Havoc and Rosemary just won.
Oh, really? Oh.
Big power bomb.
Well, that's interesting. What's going to happen now? Oh, well, there you go. So there's the handle. Might have to go and look at that later. Do remind me.
But yeah. So we're focusing in here on Rosemary and Jessica, the new tag team champions.
Say it right, mate. The new TNA Women's Knockouts Tag Team Champions.
Absolutely. Thank you very much, Sam.
It's nice to be able to finally say that again. Don't lick the belt. Dom learnt the hard way. You shouldn't lick the belt. Remember that.
I mean, I enjoyed it. It's fine.
I know where that belt has been.
Yes, you do. It has absolutely touched my junk. So
it's touched Anthony's junk as well, you know.
Has it?
Yeah. Dan said when he got it, he cleaned the hell out of it. He sprayed. Oh, what's going on here? Shut up, Apple Watch.
TNA partnering with Huddle for Health. Not sure what that is, but I will give it a look.
Something to the NFL, I believe. The Hardys are still in AW Dale. They are indeed. Jeff Hardy was not particularly... A bit of a passive-aggressive tweet from him earlier this week, so let's hope they sort that out.
Okay, so it organises your medical, a bit like the NHS app will tell you when your appointments are and when all of you, you know, you got all your letters and stuff on it.
Oh, good.
This is what that is in America. It's a nice little ad, good bit of music. Did you ever get to see Killer Kelly tag team match against Brian Alvarez? No. I love Killer Kelly though. We're getting a recap now of that match we missed.
Yeah, I'm a bit disappointed I didn't get to see this.
Swan versus
Macklin's an absolute monster.
You love him, don't you? You love
Yeah,
Macklin.
he's ace. Well, I always remember interviewing him, and I commented on his Captain America poster. It's like one of the first Captain America comics. He's got it on his wall, but he's next to it. He's got his military commendations. And there's me, Captain Geek, over here going, "Oh, I love your Captain America thing." And he's like, "Oh, well, most people usually comment on my military stuff." And so, well, I don't really, I wouldn't understand that. I totally understand Captain America though. So, yeah, but it was funny. He was nice about it. And
Macklin talking about TNA being his area of operation.
Sure is. I'm just going to nip for a wee, Dom. I shan't be long.
Tag and bag and mayhem for all. Thanks, Sam. No worries. Enjoy your wee.
It'll be nice.
There's a nice little promo from Macklin. Sam nipping for a wee as Scott D'Amore coming out. I wonder if he's introducing anyone. There's Scott D'Amore. He's very excited about this. Very excited, Scott D'Amore. There you go. He looks good. Nice suit. Haven't seen the Hardys in a long time. But yeah. It's weird, isn't it? It's a shame. You would think they'd be on their TV every week. I think whoever it is will interfere in the match tonight. Yeah, title match, yeah. Dorian Roldan Pena, Lucha Libre. Okay, so from Lucha Libre AAA. From AAA. As a military guy, I hate how much I like Macklin. He's so army is my personality, but he's great in the ring. That's an interesting point, Dex. As a military person, that stuff matters to you, right? It's using it for a gimmick. It has been done quite a lot and not always well, So it's good to see that Macklin is doing that for you. This is promo now for Impact's relationship with AAA. TNA and Lucha Libre Worldwide AAA partnership. There's pay-per-view of TNA this year. So the AAA want to bring more luchadors to TNA. So the TNA and AAA partnership is on now, guys. AAA thanking TNA for being incredible partners here. Lucha chants as well now. Getting some Lucha chants. Dorian gonna sign that as well. Hey man.
Hey up. What's going on? What on this?
Scott Moore talking about the AAA partnership. That is what's going on now, Sam. Partnership with AAA and putting politics aside for the betterment of the fans.
It's a good idea.
And there's Vikingo Vikingo, who's obviously been seen on AEW a few times.
It's a human highlight reel, that's for sure.
Yeah. El Hijo Del Vikingo. Or Hijo Del Vikingo, but what a wonderful talent.
Putting on another pair of socks because my feet are bloody freezing. There we go.
Yeah, Vikingo is an amazing talent. So I'm assuming he's been in I always thought he was contracted to AEW, but apparently
no. I think they've been booking him on an ad hoc basis, to the best of my knowledge. Again, I could be wrong, but I think so because he's been popping up pretty much everywhere in in the promotions who will like TNA and AEW who can have people pop up. But yeah, he works for AAA, so anyone who's got a business dealings with AAA can book him. Really.
Yeah. They Kushida as well. Now, this is a dream match for a lot of people, I think, Sam.
Yeah, I've never been a huge Kushida fan. I liked him the most in New Japan, I think. No disrespect to him. I recognize his talent. I don't know. It's no, I can see why some people would call it a dream match. I think it's a bit of a styles clash as well.
Yeah,
I know they both do high spots, but differently. There's something about the Japanese star facing the Mexican lucha star. There's something about that. You know what I mean? Because I feel it too. I know what you mean. And throw Sabin into the mix, and you've got this interesting combination of American, almost dare I say, sports entertainment. Almost, I know Sabin wouldn't be associated, but you know what I mean. Yeah. American wrestling, like the Japanese wrestling, the Mexican thing. All we're missing is like a British catch as catch can kind of guy to go in there.
Yeah.
To have all of the, I like to call them the four horsemen: Britain, America, Japan, and Mexico. That's just me. You may follow Taurus though when his deal is up. But that's Taurus. It can, it is good as well.
Taurus has gone to he showed up in AEW. He's been in AEW more recently.
Yes, he did. Yeah, and he's been quite they've been booking him differently. Look at that belt. Oh, yeah. So we've missed any comments, guys. So Dex is saying that maybe bring back the World X Cup. Didn't Desmond Xavier, currently Wesley, in NXT win that last time, Dex? Correct me if I'm wrong. That was a long time ago. Taurus has gone freelance. Right, that's what we're seeing.
He's very good. Taurus is great.
Leaving AAA, of course. Good. Let's go back to this one. Good talents, but I don't think anyone would call it a dream match. Well, I don't know. I think it's beauty's in the eye of the beholder.
I think this is, for a lot of people, you got to think, we're covering TNA and TNA fans, there's a lot of indie fans in there. And I think for indie fans, this is a bit of a dream match personally, but that's just my take.
Dream match is relative, isn't it? Dream match is
absolutely, but then Dan's booked many a dream match for many people over the years. So, absolutely, there's nobody better to tell you what a dream match is than Dan. In terms of this, though, Sam, I just got a nice little wide shot of that the arena. I mean, what a great venue that is. We've talked about this before, but it's really, really good. Really good.
You know what's really, really interesting about this is my first ever Give Me a Whole Yes stream. It was Bound for Glory a few years ago, and I was blown away by the venue because it reminded me of old school TNA. So it's really, really weird that we're back here now with this show. They are TNA again, and they're going out of their way to embrace the old school in a way that just gets me right in the feels. I'm really excited. I can't wait to see where they go from here. I mean, I'll be interested to see what the Snake Eye, because the Snake Eyes events are also in this arena. So we're going to have many episodes of TV in this arena as well, which makes me happy. So
yeah, absolutely, it's going to look great, and I think that's it. The aesthetic of TNA seems to have gone up another level. Some lovely comments here. Shag Gaspar will be honoured. The Pope Elijah Burke announced that 8 men will compete in an inaugural Shag Gaspar Memorial Cup on April 20. The Memorial Cup is in conjunction with the Love Alive charity and is being done with the permission of Shad's widow, Celiana. Okay, is that with TNA, Mark? Just let me know that. Yeah, I'm a bloody independent promoter. What else do I do but think that way? Fair enough, mate. You are right. Vikingo versus Kushida would be much more interesting than a three-way. So you see, actually, I'd forgotten it was a three-way when I made that comment. I was thinking Kushida versus Vikingo, but Saban's great. But yeah, Vikingo versus Kushida, I imagine, would be a good dream for any wrestling book.
I've got to agree, My only but on that is, so Kushida's held the X Division title again before. I doubt Vikingo is going to win it because again he's a freelancer. But
oh wow!
But I think if I was going to put anyone in a three-way, it would be these guys at the moment. Like look at that, just right like
that. So good, man. Vikingo's so good.
It's a spectacle. Like this is a spectacle match, isn't it? Let's be honest. Like someone has been like, dude, imagine the three of them. Like,
I think you're right.
I do agree. If it had the time to just these two alone, the time to breathe. Although I'd see any combination of these three, I honestly would and enjoy it. Which is weird because I've not been a huge fan of Vikingo on AEW. He's done some awesome stuff, but I feel like because I've seen so much of him, it's kind of diluted how special it was. If that makes sense, you know, that's just me. There's an odd one, of course, because there's always the exception to the rule, but Edithurst actually distracts from the sale. It's a lot of people don't like fatal three-ways. Do they? I'm all right with them. But I know what you mean. I bet they're also awkward to book. I'm sorry about my squeaky chair. I've got a sore back, so I'm moving around a lot. I pulled a muscle in the gym, Dom, so I'm in pain. Everything hurts.
Oh, mate, I apologize, dude.
It's not your fault. It wasn't your. You didn't do it. It was me being stupid.
But
yeah. So the wrestlers don't like them. That's interesting. Because just going over to the other side of the fence for a minute, I'm really excited for that Roman Reigns Fatal 4-Way because, like, even I am getting a little bit bored of the Formula 8 Roman Reigns match. So mixing it up with 4 of them in there, I can't wait for that. Especially at the Royal Rumble, where it's already a big schmoz. Can't wait. So who have you got for this, Dom? Because I've got Shelley to retain.
Yeah. But interesting to get your viewpoints on the 4-way. You know, 4-way easier than 3-way in terms of booking wrestling matches. Dan, it's interesting to sort of from the psychology of that. I understand. I mean, I can understand 2 people being easy to book. 3 people, I can understand being a little awkward. But yeah, very interesting to get your thoughts. There's the odd one, of course, because there's always an exception to the rule. But when you add a third person, it usually detracts the sale. Interesting, yeah.
We just got retweeted by the TNA PRs who I think we've done our own PR for TNA today with all the tweets because I've been so excited. It must have come across that way.
There you go. You see.
Shout out to those guys, lovely guys.
Oh, there you go. Now they know.
Now they know.
I was always very, I was very keen to keep Give Me a Whole Year and WrestleSphere separate.
Which we should be, but everybody knows we do both. It's all good, you know.
Yeah.
And I don't think as well. I don't ever think we say anything bad because I'm always like, I know when we're here, I'm never going to say anything that isn't. I know he's going to be okay. He's going to be safe. You really want my extreme angry opinions? Have a look on WhatsApp. Let's hope that never leaks.
Yes, but... yeah. Well, no. Well, to be fair, there are a lot more tasty WhatsApp group leaks that could happen than ours, mate. So I think we're safe.
That's very true. Yeah,
Not talking about booking, talking about putting a match together. Fair enough, mate. Fair enough. We really, obviously, always appreciate your viewpoint. I'm sure there are many other places you could be right now than hanging out with us. So we do appreciate your time and insider viewpoint. I think Kushida gets this one saving, doesn't need the belt, and it boasts the fact that Kushida signs with TNA. Both facts that Kushida signed with TNA has his North American home. Yeah, of course.
Yeah, that's a great point. He's held it before, so he could hold it again. I could see them doing that, but it also depends on how many other belts they're moving tonight.
Oh man, Vikingo with that beautiful moonsault there. That was lovely. Loved that. Beautiful, nice little bow as well there.
Yeah, that's a good point. That it stands to reason, doesn't it? That 4 ways would be easier because you can have them pair off and smack each other and do that. With a 3, you've always got to keep it moving. It's got to be spot, 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 spot. So yeah, that totally makes sense. You can't really vamp or have the guys do their own things together and then move around. Some people are saying that from the shoes and the car, it looks like Dana Brooke. We'll see.
Yeah.
Who's the biggest deal? Here's one for you, Dom. Who's the biggest deal out of those options? No disrespect.
I know, man. It depends, isn't it? You see, I want the most realistic Dana Brooke.
Sorry, man. It's been 1 minute. I won't leave the stream. My cat wants to go out, so I'll make a joke out of it, shall we? Hang on.
It's a timing thing, especially with 3 ways. If you have a number of people, the match is more of a pain because you can't pair off. Yep, fair enough. Some people are saying the shoes from the car package look like Dana Brooke's. Yeah, I think Dana Brooke. Personally, I think Dana Brooke. Personally.
He cracks me.
Beautiful face buster there.
Are people really able to analyze shoes? People like us probably aren't, Dex. I know I'm certainly not.
I mean, if we're here, we've got what I imagine to be. Well, I mean, dude? It's 11 minutes past 2. Are we going to 3 or are we going to 4 here?
Mate, we're going to 4, 100%.
I was going to say because we have time. We have time to think about these things, Dex. God, I was 100%. Hoping we finish. I was hoping we finish at 3. This is as much as I love this, right? And I love hanging out with you guys, and I love, seeing you guys. I can't do this consistently anymore. I'm too tired. I'm too tired, and I got stuff I need to do. But I have. Oh my God! I have very much enjoyed watching this wrestling. You got to remember, wrestling is a dance and a magic show. I know people don't like hearing that, but it's true. No, I absolutely agree with that.
Yeah, totally
How
true.
well do you need to know your dance pattern? And I imagine you have 2 at the same time. Very, very good point, Dan. And I absolutely agree with you. I agree with you on that point. This is why I like I always like the smoke and the mirrors and the spooky stuff, because to me, that's what wrestling is. It's theater. But that's just, we could have a big, discussion about this, and maybe Kushida countering that. Was that a botch, or did Kushida counter?
No, I think it was. I don't know. It was. It just looked natural to me.
Hoverboard lock from the top on Vikingo.
I like a botch sometimes.
No, that's nice. That hoverboard lock was beautifully done. Wrestling is theatre 100%. Wrestling without character points. Yeah, obviously I've had a lot of arguments with Anthony about obviously with respect to say Bray and a character like that. I love that stuff because it's fun. And that's why I watch wrestling, for escape, man, for escapism. And to me, I love watching this great technical performance in wrestling. But for me, you got to have those characters in there. And it's interesting talking to you and getting your perspective on this as a booker who has to think about the story, but also the way matches look. It's always interesting getting your points. I hope you know I mean that as well. I do mean that.
Do you know, I grew up watching like Undertaker and Kane and Sting hiding in the rafters. So that like the creepy dark characters I've always had an affinity for. But at the same time, the older I got, the more I started to appreciate like really, really cool sports-based like matches as well. So to me, it depends how I'm feeling. Like I'm all up for the Fiend and Uncle Howdy and that sort of stuff when it's done right. But at the same time, sometimes all I want is Omega versus Ospreay. And
you see, I want a balance every week. I want a balance between the two.
Yeah.
Give me a balance between the two. So for me, Howdy had a point on. Oh my God, Canadian Destroyer on the apron, on the Kingo. That was amazing. Yeah, for me, you had there was space for Howdy and Bray on every week as long as there was wrestling as well. But let's just go back to that. I've never seen anything like that before. Canadian Destroyer on the King on the outside. Sorry, Dad, I do apologize for my ignorance. When you say drop falls, you mean take pins? I don't want to sound. Hang on, you've maybe clarified it here. So you can't do Vikingo versus Sabin unless Vikingo is over. Okay, so he can't lose, or he struggles to lose. Have I got that right? Hence, you got Kushida. Okay.
I don't know how to be.
Okay, that's thanks, Dan. So he can't lose. Okay, interesting. Thank you for the clarification. Sabin now. I think Sabin's returning here. Who's going to go for that? The cradle shock into the cradle shock. 1, 2, 3. Sabin retains.
Oh, that's coming on with me, Hargreaves. Keep it warm for me. Give it a polish. It's coming on with me. Although I'm fairly sure you went for him as well, Dan.
He cannot win a match, but he can't directly lose. Feels like that's a stipulation in a contract or something, But I imagine it is much deeper than that.
Oh, so they thrash all this out where it's such a pretty belt. Yeah, Dex, I saw that as well. I was thinking Vikingo make me a child. What the hell was that about? I don't think it quite works that way, does it? I've been married for so long, I don't know.
Wrestling politics, says Dan. Yeah, absolutely.
I think it was better when it was Maker. It was funnier. I love how you and Dan are having a serious conversation.
I did this in Iceland. This Paradox Museum. I did it in I think it was Iceland. It was really cool.
Hello there. Sorry, Dom. Sorry, mate. You were saying?
No, it's okay.
No. You were saying the museum. I was only saying hi to AJ Smith.
Sweden. There you go. I went in Sweden. That's really cool. So we got Hammerstone out now. Yeah, if you ever get to go to Sweden, go to that Paradox Museum. It's great fun.
I'd love to go to Sweden. See, I remember when you went to, where was it you went where they had all the outside, was it Iceland, Reykjavik, or you had all the outside spas and you were putting the pictures on social media, torturing me. I'm like, oh, look at that, Jess, look at him. He's doing bloody Ric Flair in the spa. Look at him. He's having a great time. I want to be there. She was like, well, we go to the spa up the road, Sam. It's not the bloody same. Anyway.
Come with me next time, man. I
will, mate. Do you remember when we nearly went to after Money in the Bank?
Yeah.
We had all that work to do, and we were like, shall we just sack it off and go to the spa? And then we were like, no, we're here for a reason. We're here. There are business purposes to be here. But we very nearly had a mandate in the spa.
We will do. We'll definitely
do next time. We're owed it now, aren't we? Oh my Lord.
Definitely.
I can't wait for this.
So we're getting a Hammerstone promo here, guys. Hammerstone, of course, most known for MLW. Another promotion It is really interesting me at the moment.
Banner and pole boys. We'll wait in a minute.
Yeah.
We'll do it in a minute. I'll do the banner. I'll do the banner now.
Well done, guys. Thank you for reminding us.
So it's,
So Hammerstone is still a free agent.
Interesting. Then, do we give Josh the win?
Yes.
Or are we are we getting ahead of ourselves?
No, well, apparently WWE were interested in Hammerstone. I mean, everybody would be.
Yeah, no. Oh, he's gone back to his Tyler Durden gimmick. That was never my favourite Hammerstone. I always thought he was better when he was him, as opposed to cosplaying Brad Pitt's character from a 90s. Was it a 90s movie or was it early?
It was a 90s movie.
Yeah, because I mean, like you and I grew up watching that movie, but today's kids, are they going to know who Tyler Durden is?
Yeah, I think it's a cultural thing, isn't it? You know, it became quite culturally embedded. Like I know they say no wrestling politics, but politics exists for a reason, and they're not all bad. Yeah. Interesting points here. So this is the Vikingo politics. He's got the AA title, so AA won't want their champion losing, will they? Because that's a rubbish advert for them, a shit advert for them. Yeah. And what's the point of letting Vikingo work elsewhere where you wish God guy getting hurt if it's not for an advertisement? Yeah, absolutely.
Agreedy deedy.
Excellent.
This will be good. This is the one we were excited by, isn't it? When we saw it advertised. Oh, I'll tell you what, I put on a second pair of socks, like me slipper socks, and my feet now all just feel toasty and lovely. It's so nice.
Man. I've got some slipper socks on as well.
Oh,
they're the best.
There's no radiator in this extension, you see. It's really annoying. I don't know why they went, like the former owners of this house didn't do that, but they missed the trick. We're going to have a nice standing radiator here where I do the stream. This will be nice. I'm looking forward to it. It's going to cost me an arm and a leg, but we'll get there. Yeah. Oh, that's a great point. They Hammerstone and MLW and Impact with Josh Alexander during the pandemic.
Yeah, 100%, man.
Shout out to Kenny Omega and Drew McIntyre as well for similar things.
Indeed.
Alexander's like, I had you, you big muscle-bound monster. I had you. So this is power versus technique, would you say? I think Andy Sports said that.
So. Yeah, very much so.
Because when Andy said that, because normally I always associate Alexander with power because he's such a big dude. But when you're in the ring with Hammerstone, well, you're the power guy all of a sudden, are you? Unless you're the Samoan werewolf, that is. Oh, here we go, Dom. They're advertising No Surrender, which I do believe is the next, not pay-per-view, but the monthly special that Impact like to do.
And then Bayou Blast as well.
What a wicked name. New Orleans. WrestleMania. When they do WrestleMania next in New Orleans, I'll drag you and we'll go. What do you reckon?
Yeah, man. Yeah, 100%. You know, New Orleans I will definitely go to.
Right, we'll do it. That's a date. We'll have our mandate there. Maybe we'll have a spa break.
Yes, we must. We must have a spa break.
We'll drag Anthony as well because I want to get him in a robe and slippers. I think that'll just be hilarious.
He won't do it at all. We'll hate all that.
I'll drug him. I'll get him drunk and then he'll just wake up there.
Drug him.
I've just said that on stream. Anthony, if you're listening, it's inevitable. I think Dan will be fine with it. He'll become New Orleans Dan. Who's even cooler than Hollywood Dan? So he'll just turn right up. But Bayou Dan, we'll call him.
Hang on a second. So I said to Speedball the other day, the thing that puts me off Josh is the ankle lock, as all that does is make me think of Kurt Angle, and you should never want fans to think of somebody else. That's an interesting point too, because I mean, Alexander does make me think of Kurt Angle, and we've made that comparison before here. I think Dan was probably there when we made it. So especially if that person was a bigger star than you, because all you look like is a tribute act. That's interesting.
There's an element of that but I'm not gonna lie. When I see Kurt Angle do the ankle lock, I see Kurt Angle doing the ankle lock. When I see Alexander doing the ankle lock, I see Alexander doing the ankle lock. Does that make any sense? I associate.
Yeah.
It's like Sting and Bret Hart, CM Punk and Kenta. You know, like lots of people have the same moves of their own ways of doing it. Like, some guys are synonymous. Like, obviously, Kurt Angle isn't always going to be the most synonymous with that move, but I don't know. There's only ever so many moves, you know.
Yeah.
So I'm all right with it. But again, I had some banter with Alexander about the ankle lock. I said when I was holding the Impact belt, I said if I was to run off with this, it's so heavy. I said I won't get very far, would I? I said you'd catch me within a few feet and put me in an ankle lock. And he's there giggling. They were funny. He was a nice guy, Josh Alexander. He was a big dude as well. Because I know I'm not a big dude, so next to him I was like, bloody hell, look at you. He got injured shortly after as well. It broke my heart.
Yeah, Alexander is so good, man. Like I said, I'd like to see him one day. I don't know if he's a WWE type guy, but I do think he is one of the best technical wrestlers in the world. For me personally, as now a casual fan as I am, but I think that I do really enjoy his work. I love his work. I think he's great, and I think he is, Kurt Angle for the modern day.
Oh, aye. He has a very he's very committed to TNA, not just because he has to be when he's talking to journalists. But it's like I don't know.
Yeah, that's a really interesting comparison too, Dan. Yeah, making the point about Josh and Kurt having a similar look. Hammerstone with that beautiful suplex. You see, Hammerstone reminds me of early Brock Lesnar there as well.
Yeah, I've often thought that. I was so busy watching the moves then I lost my train of thought. I can't remember what I was talking about.
Comparisons, weren't we? We were talking about comparisons. Kurt Angle and Josh Alexander.
Was it? No, it was after that. I don't know. I've had a drink.
It's all right. Alexander now matching up quite nicely with Hammerstone's strength. Alexander now outside. Or going outside. Hammerstone with a big kick countered by Josh.
She's good, this.
Oh,
nice. I actually thought, because everyone knows I'm a big Sting mark, and I don't know if you can see, he stood behind me actually there on the cabinet. But I actually always thought Brett did the sharpshooter better than the Scorpion Deathlock. He just kind of leaned in more and twisted it more. And Sting did it. It was very performative. Still is.
Yeah. Yeah, still going. Alexander now with that cross-body dive. Taking out Hammerstone.
Oh, let's not forget, by the way, with Josh Alexander, there was an interesting throwaway comment that Brandy Rhodes made. It was all kayfabe, of course. It was predetermined and planned in not a script, but you know what I mean. But when Ethan Page was being a bit of a heel, Brandy Rhodes said to him, "Oh, Ethan, the only reason we hired you, mate, is we were trying to get Josh Alexander to come with you." So AEW have name dropped Alexander on their TV. Yeah. So my point being, I think he's happy with TNA. I think he is kind of a TNA guy. He's very committed to it, in not just in a PR way, but when I interviewed him, he grew up watching it. He's got a lot of love for TNA, and so I do think, I don't think he needs WWE. So I don't know if he is a WWE guy.
Yeah.
But and obviously, it does sound like AEW have been interested in him. But let's imagine TNA is on the path that we think that they're on. do these guys ever need it? You know. Oh yeah, nothingness. It was. I'm just so used to being right. I'm on the right now. That's what's going on.
Just want to give a shout out because I'm we just had a comment from Jason Solomon on our recent news video on Bo Dallas still being with WWE. He requested a shout out. Requested a shout out on our video. So Jason Solomon, this is for you, mate. As Hammerstone is hammering away at Josh Alexander's stomach.
Nothingness is saying, wait, I remember. I just got to say, it's an honour to be part of the thumbnail for one of the SmackDown shows on Twitch. Oh, are you? They always get me doing something stupid, which says a lot, really. They always get me going, or something like that.
I very rarely check the Twitch. You can tell we're of a certain age, can't you?
Yeah.
Like you know, we know it's there. We know it's important, but
look, we stream on it. I know we stream on it, and so it contributes to our bottom line, I suppose. But other than that, that's it's like Dom's always telling me off because I'll do Twitter and I'll do Facebook for the channel and for WrestleSphere, but then I completely forget about Instagram.
Yeah,
because I'm 36.
Come on. No, Instagram's our thing. Facebook is our thing.
Facebook,
Twitch, yeah, Facebook, Instagram is still our thing, but TikTok and Snapchat.
Oh, the day you asked me to do TikTok and Snapchat,
no. You won't have to touch TikTok or Snapchat, but you have to do your Instagrams because I can't do all of your stuff. I can't promote
all my stuff.
Well, your stuff. You've done loads of interviews that are on the Instagram.
That's true. That's true.
Yeah,
that's true.
Yeah.
Right,
let me count them up. Let's count them up. Let's do.
No, it's too many to bloody count. You'll be there all day. So it's the entire bloody TNA roster.
Tank Legend needs to go on there. Referee Simon Williams needs to go on there. Alicia Edwards needs to go on there. You know, come on, Sam. Come on.
All right. Hang on. Saved by the Bell. Missed some comments. Just had to put that out there. No, it's all good, dude. Dex saying, I remember that Brandy line. And very good. He stayed with Impact TNA because I have zero. He had zero personality at the time. His character was getting low. Yeah, that's so true. Like he's become really synonymous with the brand, hasn't he? And I think he'd get lost in the shuffle in AEW. I really do, because some people do. I think at the moment TNA have got a nice balance, and I kind of don't want to see it destroy. We can add to it with a few more stars, wicked, but I don't want them to really lose anyone. I get they're probably going to lose Trinity, but I do kind of feel like Trinity was no disrespect to Trinity. I think she's been awesome for TNA, but I always feel like this was something fun for her to do, something great for her to do in her career before she went back to WWE. That's
a stopgap and a way to raise TNA's profile, which I think she did for a time, you know.
Yeah, absolutely. And I think TNA know that as well. And it's like me and Andy Sports were saying yesterday. I think they're happy with that. They get that. I don't think they shy away from being that place. TNA make what they are work for them.
Yeah, absolutely.
Which is why they're still in business.
Absolutely.
Nothing is saying I went from being the new guy to part of the thumbnail in 3 years of being with you all. That's got to be a record, mate. I think you've even beaten me there.
There you go, mate. Absolutely. Hammerstone would shoot Japan as well. Yeah, I see that. Absolutely. The hook signals. I love the hook signal. I thought that was really well done. The hook signal for Samoa Joe. Samoa Joe looking up. Twitch are in trouble at the moment, really. Yeah, I've never actually been on Snapchat. I mean, well, no, actually, I went on Snapchat briefly in the pandemic when I was like looking for, to explore social media options. I didn't understand it. I've not been back on it since. But Sam, you still need to do your Instagrams.
Oh, shut up. I'll do it.
I feel like a parent.
Yeah.
Like a grandparent or a parent. You need to do your Instagram, Sam.
No, mate, if anyone's a grandparent, it's me going like, I actually said to Jess the other day, I said, Jess, do you want to do all WrestleSphere and give me a whole year's Instagram stuff? And she just went, no. Oh no. Okay. Well, there's that then.
Yeah, absolutely.
She was no. Oh, I'm just gonna have to flipping learn it then, aren't I? And she's like, yeah. I was like, are you even listening? No. Okay. Okay. Oh, Dan, don't you start. You're bad
He
as
knows.
in.
Dan knows. Dan knows, man. Dan knows. He
Let's
know,
put that
like,
back
you
on
know,
so he knows what I'm saying.
Instagram are a necessity. See, it's come from Dan. You gotta do it now. I feel like the regular guy would have taken like 10 years to be on a thumbnail, but I'm not an ordinary human. No.
Yeah, Sassy's
You're
still
not-
waiting. Sassy's still waiting. No, she's not. She's everywhere.
You're like PCO.
Oh.
Alexander grabbing onto that ankle of Hammerstone. Yeah, mate. I tell you what, I obviously I used to do it all the time, but my God, this is hard.
Oh my God! Go drink a coffee and shut up.
Oh, look at you now! Look at you now with your SmackDown stream. Telling me,
mate, I'm the star now. Didn't you get the memo?
Yeah, man. I'm behind that. Yeah, like Dan, I'm interested to know what Dan thinks about this then with Hammerstone, because like he's like a mix of Batista and Brock Lesnar, but he's the same move set and everything. Like, Hammerstone's not that. Go on.
He's like a space. No, I was going to say he's like a space marine. You know what I mean? Like the Black Brock, like all these dudes. Like Batista's a great example.
Yeah.
Batista and Brock had a baby, and it was Hammerstone.
Yeah.
That's got to be live.
Boom! Nice suplex.
These two are kicking the crap out of each other. It's awesome.
C4.
It's all wrestling moves. You know what I mean? They're not like they're. Did he get him?
Yeah, he did. He got him with a C4 spike.
Oh, Dan Hargreaves, that belt's coming home with Sam.
He's got to post it to you. There's no way he'll get him to post it to you.
Oh, no, I'm not going to ask him to do that. I just want the moral victory.
You'll have to come get it next time you come to Hull.
I'll do that, and we'll go out in spiders.
Yes.
I said to Jess, do you want to go to this dirty rock club that the boys are always talking about? And she's like, no, not really. Well, for God's sake, live a little. She's posh totty, my wife. I can't get her to places like that. I'd love it if I could.
Man, we'll find a way.
But yeah, we'll just tell her it's a swanky cocktail bar or something. That'll work.
So this is a tag team recap.
Oh.
I really like ABC. Ace Austin, I think, is really good.
Yeah, and I was really worried when they turned them face as well. I was like, can these two pull it off? They've been such shit. But yeah, they've really pulled it off. Yeah. Which is weird because I don't get what's going on with Bullet Club at the moment. I feel like it's very fractured and all over the place. Like, I think if I was to watch more New Japan, it'd probably make more sense to me. But I feel like the past 6 months, I've really neglected New Japan, and even Wrestle Kingdom. The card didn't really do it for me, so I need to get back into it. I don't know. Maybe I will at some point. I didn't watch the G1 this year as well, so I don't know.
I've just seen that Trent Seven can't be here because of travel issues.
Yeah.
It's a shame.
Laredo Kid is stepping up, though. Oh, here they are. They're grizzled.
Grizzled young veterans.
That was my beef with the whole dyad thing. Like, Zach Gibson's shtick is he gets on the microphone and he's really rude to the crowd in that Scouse accent. You know, he's this... That here, he can really do that. Like NXT UK, he was brilliant. Progress Wrestling, brilliant, you know. Recognition, the natural video package. Love that tag team. Yeah, me too, dude. Nothing is saying, should I drag people to your stream? Mate, more the merrier. Do it. Do it. In the words of Shia LaBeouf.
Do it. GYV making their TNA debut 4 times. Tag team champions Bailey and Seven defeat the Rascals at Final Resolution to earn this shot. So obviously Bailey and Laredo Kid stepping up. Rascals are getting their contractual title rematch. ABC coming off successful defense. All right. So I want the Grizzled Young Veterans to win.
Did you see his eyes? Not Zach Gibson, the other one. Forgive me, I forget his name. I was going to say, God, you can take the man out of Blackpool.
Yeah.
His eyes.
James Drake.
James Drake, that's the guy. Who's got the same name as JD Drake, who had to change his name to JD Drake because WWE got funny about his name also being James Drake. Although, hilariously, they bought Evolve and technically had access. I don't know. I'm getting.
This is a great man. I can't get over this building for a TNA show, you know.
Oh, by the way, if you want to have a giggle, people, I've put this over before on the channel, but you want to be made to laugh. Go and watch my interview with Trey Miguel, and the point where I
love that one, don't you? Yeah.
It cracked me up. It had me in stitches. He describes to me how he became a wrestling fan, and when he was a little kid, because he's so much younger than me, when he was in like grade school, and he had just watched DX doing their suck it thing, and he goes to the top of the stairs and just goes, suck it. And one of his teachers comes walking into him. And it's just the way he tells it is a lot funnier than the way I've just told it. But it's good. It's we were just giggling about that in the interview. So it's worth a laugh. Go and have a look. He's a nice guy as well. Yeah, it's one of my favourites, that. Oh.
It's Speedball.
He's a cool guy.
Yeah, man. He's amazing, and he's been so sought after, and he's had so many issues as well. You know, getting him to this point, getting him to TNA, he had so many issues, didn't he? So
yeah, I suppose he did.
Just getting the contract, you know.
Oh, who this?
Grizzled, grit your teeth. Yeah.
Grizzled.
Are they going to give him a microphone?
Oh,
they
come on.
They haven't given him a microphone.
Give that man a mic. Oh, he's doing it. Yes, this is the Zach Gibson I wanted to see. The Zach Gibson I've been watching on Progress for like forever. Got a Liverpool boy and a Blackpool boy there. All the pools. Do you think he's a Liverpool fan?
Yeah.
Where's Mark gone? Mark, where are you? Are your boys here? Bullet Club. I'm putting the heater back on. It's got cold.
They are technically Bullet Club members, right? Because they can use the music.
Yeah, they're officially part of Bullet Club. They got the music, they got the gear, but they're ABC. They're the Impact or the TNA contingent. Dan saying, I'd love to see a promotion with Lance Archer, Hammerstone, Wardlow, Samoa Joe. Oh, yeah. All those guys. I really feel like I love it what AEW are doing with Samoa Joe. So into that.
So good.
But
Joe's so great, man.
I'm not feeling what they're doing with Archer or Wardlow, though. I'm so sick of this whole...
The Archer, I dig because he's now with the Righteous. And
yeah,
I love the Righteous.
That works for him.
I love the Righteous. You know, I'm gonna love the Righteous.
They're amazing.
It's a cult. It's a creepy cult gimmick. So
I dig what you're saying, man. Yeah. It's not just a creepy cult gimmick; it's the ultimate creepy cult gimmick.
Yeah.
He's doing a Charles Manson gimmick. It's that on the nose.
He's like the second coming of Bray.
Yeah. Well, they were mates, weren't they? They were good mates as well.
Yeah, they were. Yeah. They were pictured in NXT for a time. They had tryouts, and they were in the crowd for NXT, but it never came to be.
Didn't materialise. It's a shame. But I feel like what this. I whinged about this the other night, but I hate this. What they keep doing it on AEW, and they've done it in WWE as well, particularly on NXT with Wesley versus Dijak. But they keep doing this thing in wrestling at the moment where someone goes, "Oh, you're gonna give me that title." Like that's just a thing you can do. Like you can just win a title, and then by passing it to somebody else, they become the champion. That's BS. That's never been the case in wrestling. And AEW have just Adam Cole has been like, "Yeah, Wardlow's going to win the championship and just give it to me." So what? Doesn't work like that, mate. What are you on about? Like I get with Christian Cage, they did some jiggery pokery with it to make that work. And then Dijak was saying on NXT, when are you just going to give me that belt to Wesley? And I was like, can we stop pretending that's a thing? It winds me up. Anyway. It's lazy.
I just got a guy named Conman167, bro. Got one, 148. Yeah, Conman, yeah. Anthony spoke to Conman a few times. Anthony's chatted to him. Yeah. That's really cool of you. Thank you so much. Really appreciate that. Nothing this Friday. Yeah, Anthony worked with Conman, on a video a couple of times, like maybe a few years back, way back. I think 2, maybe 3, 4 years ago. So yeah, that's where that came from. Dijak is another, yeah. Bray would have been great working in that style also, yeah. Common is a friend of mine. He's a good dude. Yeah, I think actually that the link may have come from Dan. So yeah, we're all tight. We're all tight knit, and we really appreciate all your support. I do apologize, guys. It's been a while since I've done this, so I'm struggling a little bit, but I'm certainly enjoying seeing the grizzled young veterans in the TNA ring.
The who?
The grizzled young veterans. Nice. Nice kick there.
Does this every night at 2:45.
What's that?
Did I disappear then?
No.
Oh, right. So my internet goes off at 2:45 like every night, and it just did its little. Yeah, it happens on SmackDown every week, so it just did it then. Because this is normally when I'm wrapping up SmackDown, but no such luck tonight. I don't mind. Bloody hell. Just going to nip for a wee dom. I'll let you vamp. I'll be 1 minute. I've had a few beers, so I'm going to need a few now.
Let me vamp. Or let me vamp. What does that even mean?
Vamp.
Or rant.
Vamp. It just means chat shit for a bit.
Okay, is that a thing? All right, cool.
Well, vamp. Yeah, it's what they say to like newscasters when they've got no auto prompt. They just go vamp.
I literally did not know that.
Did you, Clan, not teach you that? They taught me that. Anyway.
No, there you go. See, mate. I'll vamp now. That's what I'll do. There you go. You learn something new every day, guys. Sabu saying he's retiring this year is probably for the best, I think. Sabu was struggling last time I saw him. But, I mean, a great talent. Vampiro. Yeah. Speedball. Lovely. Hurricane Rana. Gibson and Drake in there with Laredo Kid and Speedball. The Rascals and ABC. This is good. Got a bad feeling I think it's Dana Brooke too. I think we should prepare ourselves for it to be Dana Brooke. There's a lot on Twitter about her having the same shoes. Yeah, they're putting over Speedball Mike Bailey here for being back to back Match of the Year participant. That's not surprising, guys. Speedball Mike Bailey is absolutely fantastic. Absolutely fantastic. Would be cool if it was Camille or Mandy Rose. More likely to be Camille, I would say, but I think they both have. I mean, Camille's been offered a deal with WWE, I think, and you would think Mandy Rose wouldn't, although she's making more money on the only site, the only friends site or whatever you want to call it, than she was in WWE. So maybe she doesn't need money. Maybe she goes for TNA. Maybe she comes here to try something new. Lovely takedown there by James Drake.
Grizzled.
Hey, mate. Beautiful suplex there by Gibson.
Shoes off if you hate Gibson. NXT UK. I miss you.
Good times, man. It's funny, actually, because there's a lot of people here that were on NXT UK. Like Killer Kelly was on NXT UK. You know,
I honestly think TNA have booked her so much better, though.
she's amazing.
I feel like some. I think with a lot of wrestlers, it's sometimes just a case of getting to the promotion who gets you, and sometimes that's WWE, sometimes that's TNA, sometimes it's AW, sometimes it's none of them. But I think everybody just has. There are some wrestlers who are great wherever they are, and others just have that right place, and that's why I hate the tribalism, and I'm often of the view that wrestlers owe it to themselves to see every side of the fence and see what,
man, 100%.
I really am, and that's one of the things that makes me happy about TNA, not just being back as TNA, but clearly some money has gone into all of this.
They put a lot of time and energy into it, yeah.
And that the fact that they're making that effort and that financial investment, that to me, as a fan, I'm gonna give them my time because of that, because I feel like they're really putting an effort into making this something special. So I'm really excited.
No, I think it's great, and it's been really good so far. Yeah, I agree with you, Nothingness. I don't think I don't think Mandy Rose is showing up tonight, but what I was saying was if she did, she wouldn't have to drop the Only Friends stuff because she makes more money on that than she did in WWE. So, like I said, she could make just as much money on that site and still work for TNA. There's nothing stopping her. But it's definitely Dana Brooke, because I've seen on Twitter all the pictures.
So it is Dana. Okay.
Yeah. She posted a bunch of pictures with those shoes on.
Well, good. Looking forward to it. Because I think TNA might be able to do something special for her. It might, because in WWE it was just like you didn't roll your eyes, but you were. It was a case of look, it's Dana Brooke, so she's probably going to lose this match. Where here she might be able to show what she can do. They might actually be able to put her in a decent storyline.
I think it's a great idea to have it.
They get it, don't they?
I think it's a great idea to have her.
Do you remember when she was the statistician? What was that about?
Oh, yeah.
What was that about? Oh, dear. Anyway, Trin's match is is next. Just saying someone could show up. I think you might be right, Mark.
She was a 15-time 24/7 champion.
I don't know what that is, Dom. I don't know what you're referring to.
The 20 Dana Brooke.
No. You're referring to Dana Brooke, but then you mentioned some championship, something about 24.
24/7, the 24/7 championship.
See, that sounds like an awful lot like something I had a lot of therapy to remove from my brain. What could that be? Yeah, this is a joke. This is a bit. This is like when people start talking about the Star Wars prequels, and I go, Star Wars prequels? What are you talking about?
They don't exist.
Yeah, they made the original trilogy, and then they made a sequel trilogy, which aren't brilliant, but they're all right. But this prequel trilogy, what are you talking about? you know, we've got episode 1 to 6, Star Wars: A New Hope, episode 1. You know, so yeah, it annoys so many people. I love it, especially like really big Star Wars fans, which I'm actually not. I couldn't really care for it. I just think that's a good shtick to have. No, Michael, no Lacey Evans, no Lacey Evans. Away with you, Lacey Evans.
Oh yeah, Lacey. Yeah, yeah. They could be swerving us.
I'll let you read that. He's not wrong.
I don't see how you do a big limo and tease for a major superstar debuting and then reveal Dana Brooke. Yeah, but in a TNA context, Dana Brooke is a big deal, I think.
Yeah,
and Dana Brooke is, Dana Brooke should be treated well,
Yeah, I agree. And I think she's one of these people WWE slept on, and I think she's not a big star in the sense of how WWE used her, but the minute she's not there and somewhere else, all of a sudden she is. And it's all about it's about the optics, isn't it? If they make her come out of a limo and all of that, all of a sudden she's a big star, She is what you make her.
Absolutely, yeah. There was a beautiful Legion of Doom style clothesline there. I can't remember what they called that. What do they call that? The clothesline off the top rope clothesline. The Legion of Doom finisher. Anyway, top rope clothesline, beautiful. Laredo Kid in with a double drop kick.
I hope it's not a blonde Monet. Jesus, could you imagine if it is? That'd be one hell of a get.
It's not Mercedes Monet. We need to prepare for Dana Brooke, guys. I'm sorry, but you need to prepare for Dana Brooke.
It is Dana Brooke. We know it's Dana Brooke. It's been confirmed.
Don't get angry, but it's Dana Brooke.
Yeah. Oh, I'm not going to lie, Dan. I actually couldn't really care less about Star Wars, if I'm being honest. All I know is I thought, I didn't enjoy any of the prequels. I enjoyed the original trilogy. The sequels, I couldn't even tell you what happened to them. I saw them once at the cinema, and I don't know my Kylo Rens from my Snorks, or whatever he's called. I'm not a Star Wars guy, if I'm being honest. I've never been a big Marvel guy, big DC guy, not a Star Wars guy. It's never been my thing. More of a Warhammer 40k kind of guy.
Oh, beautiful Poison Rana by Speedball. Dana isn't about. Hang on. If you reveal Dana Brooke as your major star, then you're saying what your level of stardom is. Interesting point. Dana isn't a bad signing, but you allow her to earn her stripes as a wrestler and get the TV time to show, hey, what she can do. You don't say, hey, this is a comedy character. You don't say, hey, this comedy character there is a major star now here. Yeah, I see.
They've done it before. My point is they've had people come out in TNA who were jokes in WWE. And in TNA, they presented them very, very differently just overnight, and it paid off. Cardona is one. Does anyone remember Zack Ryder? Yeah, me neither. You know what I mean? Sorry, this comment by Mark. Absolutely brilliant.
Don't get it. It could be Jeff Jarrett. Yeah.
He looks very pretty in those heels as well.
Yes.
Oh my God, these
beautiful
guys! Beautiful
double stomp. Yeah, love the ABC. Ace Austin breaking that up.
Well, she's not any surprise. Maybe Ali and Namath. I know. I do wonder where Ali's going to show up, if anywhere.
Oh man, that promo was so good. That promo was so good that he when he did his comeback promo, and I actually watched his first match back. It's on YouTube, the full thing. It's with a Canadian promotion, and it's fantastic. Or is it maybe with a French promotion? But it's fantastic. Yeah, I love Mustafa Ali. It was the last interview we did with WWE, actually, which is a while ago.
Yeah. Hey, there'll be more.
Beautiful. Beautiful neck breaker there. I love that. ABC 2, 3.
Speaking of movies, or more comics in this case, but to quote the
Beautiful
Joker,
neckbreaker. I can't remember
these
what
two
he
scenes.
calls that. What does Ace Austin call that wonderful neckbreaker movie he does?
Oh,
It's fantastic.
Bang!
Anyway.
I think these guys are destined to do this forever.
Doomsday Device. Thank you, Marcos.
That's it. Yeah.
Breaking Isaiah Brooks just signed with TNA. Fantastic. Just announced. The Fold. Thank you, Dex. Dex is always on it. Love it.
He knows. Man knows. To Bullet Club retain. Oh, though that Daniel Hargreaves, when you wake up tomorrow morning, you polish that thing up real nice. And you know what? I don't think. No, I think Anthony doesn't get a look in this time because he didn't do a prediction.
He didn't do it. He
sorry,
didn't care.
mate.
He didn't care. He didn't care about
I'm not
TNA.
turning up for TNA. Oh, what's all this?
This is a promo for Trinity versus Jordynne Grace.
So, I thought we were about to go David Attenborough show.
Have you been drinking? You've been drinking beer, haven't you? You've not had a coffee or anything.
I did have this before the stream. A big fat Monster Energy drink.
You're gonna sleep.
Say again.
Are you gonna sleep? Do you think?
Yeah, probably.
I'm tempted to go make a cup of tea, but then if I do that, I'll get wired again.
I don't think one cup of tea is good. If your body in mind are exhausted, one cup of tea isn't going to change much. It'll give you a little temporary boost because that's what all caffeine does. But if you are legitimately tired, you will sleep.
I don't know. What do you guys think? Because I honestly, on a normal day nowadays, I can't drink tea past 5 o'clock.
Yeah, I'm the same. I'm the same. But when I do this, the rules are often different because my body is exhausted.
Yeah, maybe that's a good shout because I'm really feeling it, and I'm like, I know we've got 1 hour left. I'm like, maybe if I just have this tea.
I think one little. There's not a huge amount of caffeine in one cup of tea. I think you'll be just fine, mate. If you're not, then bloody hell.
Thanks for enabling me, Sam. I appreciate it. You know.
Oh, and one cup of tea. Oh no, you'll be fine. You'll be fine.
Yeah, nice. Right, I'm gonna go brew up. I'll be back in.
Or you could get beer or something and get like a buzz going. You'll still sleep.
We've only got really old what do you call it? The honey mead stuff, and we don't me and Emma don't really drink a lot, so we've only got like mead in the house from like a year ago. So yeah,
that sounds amazing.
Yeah, I'm right. I'm gonna go make a brew. I'll be back in a minute, guys.
Okay, I've got my hoe gardens ready to go after this. Look at that. Can't wait for these. I doubt I'll get through all of them though. There's only 2 matches to go, isn't there? But one of these matches is going half an hour.
Dana Brooke. Dana Brooke.
Was she here?
Dana Brooke, formerly known as Dana Brooke. Ash by Elegance is her new name.
Oh, there she is. Oh, she looks great. Yeah, see, alcohol gives me a buzz first, makes me tired later. So, drinking on stream is the thing that gets me buzzed, gets me wired, and then I come to bed, and then that wears off, and I sleep like a baby. So it's like when you're on a night out, you don't fall asleep in a booth of a nightclub, do you? Or well, I might do at this age, but I don't know.
I would do. I see your point, Dan, but then it's not. We've agreed to do this. You know, I agreed to do it. I was excited to do it. I am happy to be here. Sam's here, so I will stick it out.
It's not about how many viewers you have in the moment. It's about.
Yeah, but you can't say that to Dan because he's got like thousands of followers, so it's different. But like, we you know, I like being here to watch the wrestling with my mates, with you guys. It is good. Whether it's 5 people, like we always say, it's 5 people, 10 people, it's all good. We'll see how Dan does at the Royal Rumble. I bet Dan smashes it at the Royal Rumble.
Yeah, I bet he does. The guy isn't human. He's like PCO.
He is like PCO. Right,
so I do think,
I'm gonna get
your cup of tea.
All right, in a bit.
Oh yeah, I'd never ever saying that. I did one time. I think I did leave a stream due to tiredness one time, but I think there was about 4 or 5 of us on it, so it didn't really matter. So it's all good. There we go. Oh bloody hell! He says your shadow banned. Oh good god. Yeah, too much copyright material. Oh. They're bloody stupid sometimes, aren't they? I think they. Oh, I don't know. We got banned on Facebook a while ago, but again, it was a big misunderstanding. We sent them an email, and eventually, when we spoke to a human being, they saw sense. Told you, yeah. Oh no, yeah, it was confirmed, wasn't it? Yeah, I'm glad. I'm happy. It's I don't mind. I'm looking forward to seeing it. Yeah, figures. You'd think, wouldn't you? You'd get some kind of dispensation because of it's their music. Can we also, by the way, just acknowledge Trinity's music? I'm going to miss it because, we're fairly confident she's going back to WWE, but I am going to miss her wrestling music. I think her TNA theme has been a banger. I really do. Not my type of music, but I do think it's a banger. Really enjoyed it when we saw them in Coventry. We were loving it. Danny Stanton saying, oh my God, indeed, Danny. Sigh. Oh, Michael. You come on. Yeah. No, I see what you mean. I'd go into it positive, Michael. I think of there's been plenty of times, and I don't mean this disrespectfully, that TNA and AEW have taken WWE's leftovers and then shown them how to use them. So I have a tremendous amount of confidence that they're going to do it right, because there's been so many occasions they have. Then they're silly, aren't they, Mark? Because she got released from WWE. What's she supposed to do? Just not work because of a few nerds on the internet? Nah, of course, she's allowed to. If she wants to work for TNA and TNA want her to work there, and there are some fans that are supportive, so it's up to them. If people want to go on the internet and complain about it, then that's up to them to do. But it doesn't change a goddamn thing. That's a nice belt you got there, Trim. Oh, it's a pretty belt. See, I predict this pay-per-view goes on till, I don't know, I reckon this finishes in an hour, about 4 a.m. UK time. By the way, Dan, might I ask, do you ever sleep? Because I see you on all the streams, you must be superhuman, because I'll tell you now, I'm actually not feeling it tonight. I'm actually all right, Oh, shit, yeah, so it does. When we get tired, this is what happens, On SmackDown now, it's a running gag that I leave the banner on from the beginning on the entire show. I kind of do it because it's funny at this point. Okay, so Trinity, because she's the champ. Trinity versus Jordynne Grace. This is a nice styles clash as well. I think Andy said last night, athleticism versus power. It's cool. I'm so obsessed with this sport. What's going on? I was never this bad. Oh, no, I never want to see no disrespect to him. I never want to see Mr. Anderson again. I hated his TNA. I preferred him in WWE. I hated him in TNA. I hated his gimmick was saying assholes. Gross. Bloody hell. So what I tell you, power. Also, as well, I think the number we see there is often just the YouTube number. I've realised we've sometimes had just a couple of people on YouTube. I've gone over to Facebook, it's been like 30 odd, 40 odd or whatever. And then Twitch, it's been a few more as well. So we do all right. Or sometimes you have a stream where you've got like 3 or 4 people all night. And then you go back the next day and you've had like 1,000 people have watched it. Obviously, not everyone stuck around to watch the whole thing. But there are people who go back and watch these streams and put it on and watch it passively. I know because they message us. So it's pretty cool. I don't think this channel would work if we had like hundreds of thousands of views. It wouldn't be the same. The fun here is the intimacy of it, I think. I'd rather have a small vocal community than, like a massive, massive, massive one where you don't know anyone. I think, anyway. That's just me. Oh. See, my money is on Jordynne Grace walking out of this one. I also think it's more of a TNA friendly thing to do because, say what you want, I think Trinity is, well, she's been an awesome champion and it was inevitable that she became champion. She's very much a TNA, a WWE person. Pardon me. And I do think Jordynne Grace has really put in the work for TNA, for Impact, for over the years. So from a deserving champion point of view, I absolutely think it's Grace. But Trinity's brought some great star power to TNA in the time that she's been here. She's made me really, really interested in the women's division as well. Not that I wasn't, before she came, I was, but she's done exactly what they intended her to do, and she's brought some big star power. I love her hairdo as well. In the UK, in Coventry, she had it all done with the Union Jack. It looked amazing. And my wife will love that match. She was sat next to me, and getting Jess to go to wrestling shows is a relatively new thing. She loved Cardiff. She had the time of her life, you see, at Clash at the Castle in Cardiff. So she's been way more open to go to events since then. And the house show we went to in Liverpool, the WWE house show we went to, she adored that as well. She had so much fun. And I think the thing that made her want to go to see the TNA show in Coventry was the fact that Trinity was there. Because she's not like me who watches it because it's the wrestling. She enjoys like Total Divas, Total Bellas, all that stuff. So her seeing essentially a star from that show was a big deal for her. But yeah, Clash at the Castle was ace. Loved it. I can't wait, actually, for TNA to come back to the UK. I can't wait because when they come back next time, I think there'll be a much bigger deal. And I think I'll go to their Newcastle show next time because that's where it's the biggest venue. Coventry was great, but in hindsight, we should have done the Newcastle show. I don't think Brooke is the only surprise main event we'll be getting one. Another, yeah, as well. Yeah, I think you might be right, Michael. I think there might be more surprises tonight. It wouldn't surprise me if either Shelley retains or Moose wins and then somebody else comes out. This does seem to be the show for, these big moments, doesn't it? So I'm curious to see what they do. It's been a good show, though. It's been like I'm looking forward to. I can never really judge these things that we do streaming until I watch it back because it's. I can take it in more, because I'm not multitasking. But... Oh, Trinity's really filling her in. Nope, not anymore. The guys who stuck with us all night, thank you very much. It's been good fun. This is what we do it for. It's It's one of these matches I just want to kind of just watch. Dom's getting his cup of tea. He'll be right. I've seen him drink a cup of tea and then be snoring away half an hour later, like in LA. Oh, he's going to get his bloody, what's it called? Jam on toast tea, isn't he? So the first one I tried in LA of his jam on toast tea, I actually kind of liked. But then when I had a second one, I thought to myself, why am I drinking this when I could just be having a proper cup of tea? Apparently, pics have been leaked of Triple H at the event, but it's blur. Yeah, we've heard that from a few sources, but it's been debunked by a few others. Apparently, it's not actually Triple H, or if it is, he's only there as a guest. You know? Michael's got to go. All right, mate. Well, I'll probably see you on Friday for SmackDown if you're about, because I'll be back on Friday. Oh, hello, I'm yawning. Oh, I need some caffeine. You all right, Dan? It's wearing off. I have to drink more. It's the only remedy. Yeah, that's what everyone's saying. It was Eric Young. Oh, one sec, guys. Yo, I'm back. Probably should have muted myself. Oh no, this isn't going to be a short one. I'm very interested. I wonder if Impact TV starting up again next week. I would have thought so, because they've got time then, haven't they, to turn Snake Eyes into episodes. I imagine they had some dark matches here as well. Maybe. That they can, convert and use, because they are filming in this venue for Snake Eyes, aren't they? I think that's tomorrow night. That'll be the real test. I think that'll be interesting to see what TNA TV looks like in this new era. And then when they leave this venue, what does it look like there? Will it be targeting a couple of bigger venues going forward? Because I think they've done well selling out this one. Indeed, they have sold it out. Looking forward to the main event. Moose versus Shelley. I've never seen a bad match from those two guys. Bloody hell. Even the referee's saying no. People have been saying it sounded like cheers were being piped in for Jericho again. I'm not going to lie, Mark, we're not going to touch the Jericho situation on the podcast until it's, until things are either factual or it goes away. Because right now, it's just allegations, it's just noise. AW doesn't seem to want to put out any statement or discuss it. So basically, as far as we're concerned, it's nothing until it's something. So So we're not going to discuss it on the podcast. We're just going to leave it alone, basically. Arthur, thanks for joining us, mate. I like your picture. It's the women's main event right now. Trinity versus Jordynne Grace. Fairly even so far, battering each other. Anyone's game. And we still got the main event to go as well. Big cup of tea is Don making. I think he's fallen asleep at the kettle. Bless him. See, he's not trained for this anymore, is he? How many debuts and returns? Yeah. Well, any big surprises? Well, yeah, we've had a couple of debuts like Dana Brooke, Zaya Brookside. I've been drinking and I'm tired. So, guys in the comments, feel free to help a brother out. Who is Zaya? Zaya Brookside. It was on NXT UK for a while. Robbie Brookside's daughter as well. A pretty big deal, I'd say. No Marco, no big surprise. There's been nothing like earth-shattering yet, at least. No. It's just been, so far, a reliable, decent show. They haven't done anything that's made our jaws drop. Top Dollar turned up as well and beat up Joe Hendry. But it's been a good show. It hasn't really needed those moments, in my opinion, yet. Like, there's still more that could happen. I doubt it very much. Unless they've stumbled upon a pot of gold. Like, again, they are quite well-to-do, Impact. People don't realise how well-to-do TNA actually are. But I don't know. I don't think we're going to ever see Brock. Like, if we see Brock, Arthur, I will stand corrected, but I don't think so, mate. Dan's saying only match with me for Hammerstone versus Josh. See, I think I've enjoyed everything so far. I know what you mean in terms of, like, if we're going off the Meltzer scale or anything like that. No, but I think for me, it's just been a reliable, good show. I don't. It's not. How do I say it politely? It's not been anything that's. I'm always going to remember this particular pay-per-view because it was the pay-per-view TNA came back, and I don't think there's anything bad on it or offensive. I think it's just been a good show, just solid. Agreed, yeah. But I've got nothing to fault it over either. So, as I'm a glass half full kind of guy, well, as opposed to half empty. I've enjoyed it. I'm looking forward to watching it again.
Yeah, I've enjoyed it. It's been good, and there is pretty much 100% confirmation that Naomi will be in the Royal Rumble now.
Boom, there it is.
And Jordynne Grace. Jordynne Grace getting that win.
It's the right call. Defo the right call. And Dan Hargreaves. I'm looking forward, mate. You get polishing that belt. Mark is saying they would need gold on top of gold on top of gold for Brock. Yeah, they would. Hello, Misfit. What time do you call this? Did you enjoy in Triple H, Eric Young? It was BS, wasn't it? Like, we've had it a few times. Jungle Boy's at the New Japan show.
No way.
He's got to go somewhere, hasn't he? Is it time to bring him back now? Like, with the slappiest of slap wrists.
Yeah, I think it's time to bring him back, isn't it?
I think he's learned his lesson. The little bugger now knows not to go into business for himself and not be so cocky. But yeah, Dan's saying it's been a solid pay-per-view. Yeah, that's what I mean. It's what I'd call a very good. I think it's a bit more than an indie show, Dan. I'd say, I know what you're saying. From a wrestling quality point of view, yeah, probably. But I've enjoyed it. I'm not going to lie. There's been AEW and WWE pay-per-views I've watched this year. I've thought, what the hell was that? I actually didn't enjoy that. What was the one that happened? It was Payback. And then AEW had one a few days later. Do you remember that? I thought both of those were awful,
Yeah.
Oh, mate, I've seen more than I can bloody count. I'm sick of the sight of them. I love indie shows, but yeah, no, I think just from a presentation point of view, this feels way more than an indie show.
Yeah, presentation wise, yeah.
Wrestling wise, not necessarily. I've been to some indie shows where I've seen matches that I've thought, I can't believe that, that was here. None of that hasn't happened on this pay-per-view, but I've still enjoyed it.
Yeah, I've enjoyed it. I'm glad we did it.
A lot of dross and a lot of good stuff, and some of them are yours as well. The good stuff, of course. But yeah, it's like, it's the same with. I'm always pleasantly surprised when I do indie shows, but I enjoy more than just. Again, I'm not just here for the Meltzer star rating matches. I'm here for much more than that. So if I was at this show, the atmosphere alone would have carried me through it. I would have come out and had a good time just because of that. You've never seen an Eve show in your life? I've watched many of them. I've never been to one personally, but I've watched many of them. I've enjoyed them all. Certainly wasn't a criticism of Eve, not in the slightest. I'm an Eve fan. Anthony has actually made me a much bigger fan, but of women's wrestling in general, I think. I've always been a fan of women's wrestling, but I've developed much more of a passion for it recently. And it's also made me realise as well that WWE and AEW sometimes need to do it so much better. You know what I mean? I've always thought TNA do it the best out of everybody.
I think, like I say, I think tonight, just reflecting on your earlier comments, tonight's been good. It's a great reemergence. I think we'll see some quality wrestling.
Yeah,
from TNA going forward, and that's always been the way. It's always been the way, hasn't it? TNA have been reliable. They've been consistently top 3.
Yeah.
Company wise.
Again, we've got it's a weird one because you've got if we're going off match quality and sometimes psychology, I think New Japan often wins in many ways, but New Japan is a certain flavor of ice cream that isn't. It's not vanilla or chocolate or banana or strawberry. It's more of like a macadamia nut. It's an acquired taste.
Yes.
Now I've got that taste, but it's sometimes hard to maintain. I can't casually watch it like I do with all the other promotions. But I think we are talking on the world stage, then New Japan have to be in that conversation. But we're talking about in the Western world. Yes, TNA's number 3 all day, every day. Of course it is. It's hard to count Ring of Honor
confidently as well. Do you know what I mean?
Confidently.
Ring of Honor. I wouldn't put them in the. I wouldn't put them in the top 3 conversation.
It's like MLW and NWA. I'd hold the two of them in a league of their own before I went down to the independents. You know what I mean? I wouldn't. I'd never describe MLW or NWA as indies. To me, they just feel like, well, they've got TV deals. They've got some big stars. They've got a lot going for them. So for me, you're only an indie. You're an indie if you're on Pivot Share and stuff like that. You know what I mean? Like, I think if you've got a TV deal, you ain't an indie. In my view, I'm aware that's just me.
Yeah.
Well, I think that's an interesting one, Dan, because I think that might be just you being a perfectionist, mate. Because I've watched Eve shows and I've thought, I love that. But it's usually when you've had certain performers there who I'm really excited by. But I think that sums me up as a wrestling fan. I think that just sums me up. I'll sometimes enjoy matches just because people are in them, as opposed to how good the match is.
No, absolutely. Interesting point from Mark. Obviously, Jack Perry just debuted for New Japan. He laid out Shota Umino and then tore up an AEW contract and put on a black armband that read Scapegoat.
Worky work. That, like, if anybody doesn't know, that's not gone through the AEW office. Like, Gedo and Tony Khan have decided that together. That's not him leaving AEW. That's AEW and New Japan doing a cool angle with Jack Perry. That makes sense. That's what that is. Because they have a working relationship. relationship. And do you know what? That's exactly what they should do with him. That's a cracking idea.
I've come close a couple of times, but I've never had the show left the show going. We nailed that. Closest might have been last Friday's show or the first Wrestle Queendom. Well,
I need to watch last Friday.
I'm not sure if there's ever a perfect show, though. I don't know what perfect I don't know what perfect looks like, Dan. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, there's no such thing.
You've done the best you could,
Like, again, I'm just excited. The thing that's got me through this show is I don't think there's been any bad matches. I think it's just been a consistent and fun show, which is sometimes all you can ask for. But it's the atmosphere of it, seeing the new stage, seeing TNA back. That's what this is about. That's what's got me excited. I didn't need it would have been nice, like Osprey Omega level shit would have been great tonight, but I didn't need it. I didn't need it.
Look at the size of that build. I can't get over it. Look at the size of that building, mate.
It's great. That's the thing that's making me so happy. It feels like the Asylum years TNA is back, and that's all I've ever wanted. I don't need them to sell out stadiums. I don't need them to do the Okada or Omega stuff. I just need it to be proper TNA. A little bit dirty, a little bit cheeky, a little bit naughty, a little bit irreverent. And I also don't want to see WWE light or AEW light. I want TNA. You know what I mean? I have WWE for that. I have AEW for that. As schizophrenic as both of those shows can be sometimes.
Yes, indeed.
I especially AEW. But I'm a fan of all three. I hate this. This will be written on my epitaph. Rejected the word or, wanted the word and. Give me all. To excess.
Okay.
If that makes any sense. I have ordered 2 meals on the menu before because I couldn't pick between them.
Just do what you want, man.
Yeah.
I get it. Do what you want.
Ooh,
we've talked about this before. It's important to do the things you want to do in life.
What's your catchphrase? It's a good one.
Don't be a dick. I've got a few.
Don't be a dick, do cool shit is my personal favourite.
Don't be a dick, do cool shit. There you go. Thank you, mate.
It sounded like you just said, "Don't do a big dick."
Don't do it. Well, you can do a big dick.
But you can do that if you want.
If you're into that. If you're into that,
out,
exactly.
Guys.
Yeah, don't be a dick, do cool shit is what I try and.
I love that. Yeah.
Do. Thanks, man.
I told my friend that a while ago. Over Christmas, I told my friend that.
No one's ever quoted me back to me, so it's nice to know that people that some of the stuff that I say resonates with some people. That's cool,
Oh, I nick your gimmicks all the time. Don't you worry.
That's good, man. I'm lucky. Just like you. We're lucky to have done some cool shit. So it's you just got to keep doing it. But I and like I say, being here, chilling out with you is good. But I am knackered. Yeah, I have renewed respect because I haven't done it for so long. Like I have renewed respect for you doing SmackDown every week.
Well, I used to do it every week before, mate. Do you know, what you could do is you could my advice is just do the occasional WWE pay-per-view that you want to do. Just to keep one foot in.
I'll do stuff I want to do. Like I'm thinking about doing an MLW one at some point. Like the MLW one on February 2nd. So there's an MLW one on Feb 2nd, which is on Fight. So maybe I'll do that. We'll see.
I just want to address that as a stupidly good question by Dan. What's TNA's USP? Same goes for MLW. See, do you know what I think because it's a great question.
That's a great question, yeah.
And I'll tell you why. Because I think that I don't know if this is the right answer. This is just me describing, like take out the WrestleSphere, take out the reporter, take out all of that. From a fan point of view, I'm a guy looking for more wrestling that's a little bit different to the other two. That's the best way I can describe it. And when it was TNA gave me something WWE didn't, and they give me something AEW doesn't as well. I love AEW. People sometimes think I fail it, and I don't. I love it. I just like I've spent my entire life criticizing WWE because I want it to be better, because I love it. Same with AEW. And I think with TNA is I just need it to be, you know what, I need it to do exactly what it's done for the past couple of years on a bigger scale. That's what I need it to do. I'm happy with it. I am its USP. The fan who hates tribalism and wants more professional wrestling, fake ass, great fun professional wrestling, that is Impact's USP, whatever that is.
I think it's just the alternative, isn't it? It's the alternative to the mainstream, I suppose. MLW is that, but then TNA could be called the mainstream. They've put so many mainstream talents out over the years. So yeah, MLW particularly is that, for me, is the alternative to the mainstream. I think so. But then I haven't watched a full wrestling. This is the first full wrestling show I've seen in months. So tribalism is only
that's true. Yeah.
On a niche bubble level, though. The average viewer doesn't know shit about it. Yeah, it's a very.
There are these idiots, though. There are these idiots, aren't there? And who are? Oh, look! Oh, it's Chris Van Vliet in the audience there. If I pronounce his name correctly,
Chris Van Vliet.
Van Vliet,
Van Vliet.
Oh, there you are. Well, there he is using the crowd. Just clocked in. The thing with the thing with tribalism. I get what you're saying. It's like, the average casual fan knows nothing of it, but there's so many wrestling fans who genuinely believe that if you watch WWE, you're not allowed to watch AW. If you watch AW, you're not allowed to watch WWE. They've got this weird. I don't know. Like, do they think someone's going to knock on their door and beat them up? Because I'm still waiting for the man to knock on my door and beat me up. Where's he at? I'm going to break their arm when they turn up. But you can watch whatever you want. Like, just because some dickhead on Facebook tells you, you're not allowed to do that. It's madness. And if you ever point it out to them, and these people are real, you don't have to look far to find them. They can never answer that question. They like, you're allowed to watch both. They really, like, it's like something breaks in their brain when you tell them that. Something breaks. Is the PlayStation versus Xbox guys are the same. You say to, like, I say to them, I own both, and they look at you like,
yeah.
They either do that and they go silent, or they round on you, and you're even worse.
Yeah, you're like subhuman, aren't you?
Yeah, and it's just incredible. But I just think it's a low intelligence thing. I just think it's a low intelligence thing. Like, if you're of the view that you can only have one without the other, I just think you're a bit stupid. Sorry, because I'm over here with an Xbox and a PlayStation, eating Burger King and McDonald's, watching TNA, AEW, and WWE loving life, or you're over there getting angry and fighting with people.
Exactly. Just enjoy it. It.
So trust me, the people enjoying both of everything are the ones winning. Anyone engaging in the tribalism, you're beyond help. Anyway, I'm off my soapbox. And on that note, it's time for
you enjoyed that, didn't you?
Yeah. Mate, if one thing winds me up in life, it's tribalism. Oh, mate, I don't speak to certain family members because of football. Like, not because we support different teams, but because they... I've had family members disown me because I don't follow football. Like, that's stupidity. He says opening another Hogarth.
You don't fit into that sort of lads mold kind of thing.
Well, I don't know, because I have some people accuse me of being. You might understand this more than I do, Dom. I get accused every now and then of being a nerd by the proper jock guys. I own it. I totally am. But there's a certain contingent of people who call me a Chad. I think that is a postmodern term for jock, which I am not, because I have a pretty blonde wife. I go to the gym, I look after myself, and I'm quite a confident guy. So, but no. I am absolutely a geek, guys. Don't ever get it twisted. Like, it's hilarious calling me that name, but I just be like an individual. You know, why do we have these silly terms?
Yeah,
you know?
but labeling makes things easier, doesn't it? From a media standpoint, but also I think we have to do it as a society as well. To make things easier on ourselves, you know.
I think it's because I don't fit into any of those groups. It's, you know, but we like it when we can put stuff in boxes, don't we? I think.
Of course, it's simpler.
Mm.
It is simpler.
Speaking of Chads, look at Moose.
Yeah, powerhouse. Yeah, he's slapping around Alex Shelley.
Yeah, I think you're right there, Dan. I think it is a control thing. It's an understanding thing, isn't it? Without it, people panic. They don't know what to do. You know. Well, this got deep. Misfit takes us back to reality.
Yeah,
Moose matches don't do it for me. Actually, I love Moose.
Yeah, I think it's great. I was actually very surprised when he sort of pledged his next, was it 5 years to a TNA? You know, he could have gone anywhere.
I get it. I honestly get it because
it's like you said, I suppose, isn't
it? I think it shows a lack of arrogance, a humility, and a shrewdness on his part. It's like he's a star. He is a star here. He might be happy with where he's at, and because we see him as a star, lots of other people do, and he's got unfinished business in this promotion. Like I remember, I asked him myself when I interviewed him. I said, you know, your people call you Mr. Impact Wrestling, and I think you really own that.
Yeah.
What is it about this promotion that you love so much? And he gave. I'll let you go and look the answer up for yourself, but I totally understood what he was saying. It made total sense. He's happy with his position and where he is.
Yeah.
That's quite enviable.
Yeah, man. Yeah. Big kick by Moose. Shelley been fighting back. Go for powerbomb. DDT by Shelley. Lovely. I'm not sure that Moose versus Ishii would have been brilliant.
Moose versus Lance Archer. I'd love that. Do you know what I did love? I loved it when they did the TNA AEW crossovers and we had like Moose versus Omega and Sami Callihan versus Omega and stuff like that. God, I was all over that. And I love how, because Omega was such a scumbag heel at the time, even Moose and Callihan were like the de facto baby faces, you know?
Yeah, they did. I think they did that in Moose versus Ishii. They did do in New Japan.
Yeah, I think they did. I don't remember, but I love me some Ishii matches. You know, there's going to be chops involved.
When he doesn't, he knows those chops. I'm like, awesome.
Did you watch his second match with Eddie Kingston?
I've seen them. I've seen a few of them.
I love Eddie Kingston. He's my absolute favorite at the moment. I loved where they were about to do it was like both of them were like, we have to chop each other now, don't we? Like you could just see both of them were resigned to it. Really, really good. Arthur saying, hope someone debuts at the end of the show.
I think
something's got to happen, hasn't it?
I think we're. I think if something happens, it happens. If it doesn't, it doesn't. I've just checked. They also did Ishii versus Josh Alexander and Ishii versus Jonah, who was, of course,
Bronson Reed. God, I love Hogarth.
How your beers going down, man?
They're all right. It's on the hoe gardens at the moment. And we all love hoes in our garden, don't we? So it's I can all agree with that.
Well,
So got the garden implements.
Lovely little sort of twisting face buster there on Moose on the floor. And Mustafa Ali is in Texas. Yeah, he's on his world tour, isn't he? So he's not signing with TNA. That's a shame. Well, not yet.
I've had to just quickly refresh it because my stream died. There we go.
All right. It's all right, dude. They released Sammy from. This is Impact. Sammy Callahan. MLW signed him. MLW got money now from that WWE lawsuit. That's what it is. MLW got big money now. MLW signed him, and Hammerstone lost in his debut. I don't think he's debuting for Impact or TNA rather. I think he's touring around. Hammerstone will sign if he was going to. I think if he was going to sign with anyone, it'd be WWE or AEW.
Maybe.
Chance for Moose.
Oh, my internet.
All right, mate. It's all right, mate. The big kick by Shelley, and Shelley now taking Moose's face into the turnbuckle there.
See, it's nights like this when my stream dies. I regret not living near civilization, but oh well.
It's all right, mate. Don't worry. Don't worry, mate. Excuse me. Roll up forearm onto Moose. So what grade would you give this out of 5, Sam, so far?
But I feel like it's a weird one. It's I can't watch the show at the moment. My internet's just gone shit the bed. But,
so I got it.
I don't know. I'm not going to give it like 5 out of 5, because it's not been that show. But I don't think it's been a bad show. So I think I have to just give it a 4 because I'm not going to give it anything less than that because I feel like that's almost rude to it. It's almost it doesn't deserve anything less, but it doesn't deserve anything more. So if I'm giving it if this is out of 5, I'm giving it a 4. Which I think is fair.
Yeah. I'm gonna say 3 because it's been really good. It's been solid. This has been my favorite match so far. After that, I think probably Hammerstone versus Alexander. Guys, put your grades in as we wind up. Obviously, put your grades in out of 5.
I don't think my stream's coming back. This sucks. Oh,
it's all right, mate. Don't worry. I'll call it. Sammy's contract with TNA expired. They didn't release him. Viral picture making waves. Bailey and Mercedes spotted in the crowd. Could set up damage control, turning on Bailey to set up Naomi and Sasha and WWE. Could do. Absolutely. Yeah. Good business.
Just give Misfit credit. Misfit called it earlier above. He, clocked it and let us know earlier. So just giving him my internet is so funny this time.
Sliced bread by Alex Shelley on Moose. Moose kicking out. Yeah, Trin said her goodbyes after the match. She's doing rebound. Absolutely. Nice little stopgap for her. D'Angelo Williams out here. Wait, something is happening because D'Angelo Williams, Eddie Edwards, and Brian Myers are out here to support Moose. And now, Alex Shelley now has backup as well. Kushida and Chris Sabin taking out Eddie Edwards. And
so it's letting me do everything but use the stream. So frustrating.
It's okay. You're still here. It's fine. Moose whipping Shelley in, but now Moose going to the outside. Sammy was my favorite Impact. Yeah, there's an interview that Andy Spores, our Andy, did with Sammy over on WrestleSphere, Arthur. You should go check that out.
Also, Arthur, while you're here, Thank you for joining us. Like and subscribe and all of that jazz. But yeah, do go check out WrestleSphere because it's
You can put a link in the comments, can't you, Sam?
I would if my internet bloody worked. There you go.
Oh.
I love how I'm still here, but it's not letting me do anything else.
Oh, DDT! Shelley just DDT'd Moose on the ramp.
Put the link in for WrestleSphere. Sorry, Matt, I interrupted you then when you were about. I was plugging with Arthur. Sorry, you were saying.
That's all right. No, it's okay. It's all right. We saw Shelley DDT Moose on the outside on the ramp there. Moose is down. The referee is counting.
Yeah, I'm not getting the stream back. Not coming back. Probably for the rest of the stream. So I'll have to finish the match tomorrow, I think.
It's okay, mate.
But I'm here to keep talking. But I give up. I give up.
It's all right.
I might ring my provider and say, my internet's crap. What are you going to do about it?
Yeah. We do that with ours. It's worth doing. Moose is just rolled into the ring. Big kick. Huge kick from Shelley to the midsection. Running kick to the midsection of Moose. Now Shelley trying to break down Moose steadily. Slaps by Shelley. And a big slap by Moose answering back. Shelley hitting a bunch of slaps. Moose hitting one slap in reply. This is a slap-a-thon between Shelley and Moose now, guys. Shelley down after the slaps from Moose. Shelley trying to draw from the Impact crowd.
I'm going to throw this laptop out the window in a minute. Not the one I'm using, but the other one. What? I don't get why, right, on the Mac, it's letting me stream just fine, but it won't even load a web page on the other one.
Don't worry, man. It's all good.
You know, it's like, what?
Another big slap from Moose. Clothesline counter by Shelley. Shelley taking out Moose with a clothesline.
This isn't TNA. It is, though. Jungle Boy no looks like the Sixth Sense. How he's grown up. See, I think he just looks like his dad.
The TNA champs. Shelley is setting up for something. Big kick. Super kick by Shelley.
Oh, I've got the stream back. Thank Christ.
Went for a shell shock, but countered. Went for it again. Spear. Moose. 1, 2, 3. Moose is the new champion.
Yes. Oh, Dan Hargreaves, give me that belt. Do you know what the most important thing is here, Dom?
Go on.
I am a one-time Give Me a Whole Year champion.
Well done, mate. Well done.
My stream's died, but I don't care. I'm the champion. I can do what I want.
There you go. We'll push you the belt.
No. You don't need to do that. It'll but I'm about to turn heel on SmackDown. I've been planning this. This is.
Yeah, there you go. Moose is enjoying himself here. We still have 8 minutes left. So,
Mark, he can keep polishing it for me. He can keep it warm. He can sleep with it at night. He can do whatever he wants. He might have the bauble, but I'm the champ.
Yeah. What's going on?
I don't know, mate. My stream's died again.
Wait, who's this? No, oh my God! Dolph Ziggler! Dolph Ziggler's here. Nick Nemeth is here. Amazing. Nick Nemeth is here. Dolph Ziggler is debut. Oh yeah, there he is. There's Dolph. Behind Moose. Moose isn't turning around. Moose isn't turning around.
Oh, I can't even see it. It's so
There
annoying.
There's Dolph. Dolph Ziggler debuting in TNA. And they're standing toe-to-toe with Moose. Moose went for a cheap shot. Super kick by Dolph Ziggler. And the zigzag. There's the zigzag. And there is Dolph Ziggler.
I've just turned off the other computer, mate, because it's never going to come back now.
There's Dolph Ziggler with his fantastic hair. There he is. TNA. Dolph Ziggler debuts.
He's here to show the world.
And there he is wearing a TNA shirt.
Good, because I felt like the whole him in New Japan wasn't like it all, you know?
There you go. So Nick Nemeth is a TNA guy. TNA chance, and we are done. We are done. There you go. What an end. Dolph Ziggler steals. He's taken the show. I'm
furious. I missed the ending.
To me, that is a major signing because I do love Dolph, and I think he's great.
Yeah, I get what Dan and Misfit are saying about Dana Brooke and about Ziggler, but that's because WWE have spent years telling us they're not, and it's not up to WWE who's a star or not. It's.
I think that was great. I think that was really well done, and that ending was the best bit because I'm a huge Dolph fan, as you guys will know. I think he's great. I was expecting him in AEW, but I think he is a great signing for them. A great signing for them.
Oh, agreed. No, sorry. I was referring to your comments on Dana Brooke and Misfits on Dolph.
Oh, sorry.
If that makes sense. That's what I mean.
Yeah.
Just to clarify that. There you go. But yeah.
Go on.
No, I was just I'm into it. I see what people are saying. I understand that, but it was never going to be bloody John Cena. What do people want? Like, you know, it was never going to be even Mercedes Moné or anyone like that. It was always going to be somebody whose potential, who have got potential to be a big deal somewhere smaller. It was always going to be someone like that. So I'm fine with it. Dana Brooke and Ziggler being in TNA. I think I can't wait to see what they do.
Yeah, it was good. I enjoyed it, particularly that ending. The match was good. Moose should have won. Crazy Steve should have won earlier. It was good. It was good, and that ending was great. So yeah, I'm happy with that. Go on. So give me your grade out of 5, Sam, and your match of the night, please.
4. And Trinity Jordynne Grace.
Cool. Okay, good. Excellent. And what are your hopes for the future?
Oh, I want them to be a solid third promotion with a bigger crowd. I'm happy with the roster they've got. A lot has been made of that tonight. I'm fine with as it is. I feel like they've got the right roster. But yeah, it was a good show. I missed the last 10 minutes of it because my internet is crap because I live in the north of England. But other than that, I've got no complaints. I'm really happy. I can't wait to see where they go from now. I just can't wait. I'm excited. Good.
Yeah, no, I agree with that. Eve's a 7 out of 10. Yeah, that's impressive, Dad. I didn't know you'd rate it that highly. Amsterdam versus Josh. Yeah, I think that was my match of the night. Yeah. That ending was the main moment, but that was a match of the night. Kurt versus Josh Alexander, or is that a dream match? I'm sure that, yeah.
Why is everyone talking about Kurt? Did he show up?
No, he did not.
I don't get why everyone's talking about Kurt Angle.
Kurt Angle do for TNA 2024? Yeah, I don't think he's doing it. Kurt Angle is more of a major signing than Dolph Ziggler. Sorry. No, yeah, but it's like Dex says, not in 2024.
Yeah, but back then, yes, of course he was. Not like who cares about? No disrespect to Kurt Angle. When it comes to Kurt Angle in 2024 on TNA, what's there to even say?
Him and Goldberg were the only two major names it could be. Yeah,
if we're going to do flipping Kurt Angle, why don't we compare it to Sting?
No, I think he's talking about Dolph. I think it was great. I think it was. I think it was a great. It was a great ending, and I think Arthur's right. I think Dolph was. Yeah.
Part of me. Again, I didn't see it, so I can't really judge. Part of me kind of wishes they didn't have anyone show up at the end. You know what I mean? Like, just for it to end. Well, here are your matches. That's all, folks. But they were always going to do something with somebody, weren't they?
No, it's great. It's a great signing. It's a great get for TNA.
And you know what? I'm just happy he's got somewhere to go, somewhere to work. You know, somewhere hopefully that will appreciate him. What were WWE thinking getting rid of him? What were they smoking?
I mean, I think for them, unfortunately, it's an age thing. Perhaps ageism is rife, as not that it should be, but it is. You know, and he'll do great. He will do great. He'll be an AEW. He'll be a TNA World Champion. I think they're building. They'll build TNA around Dolph and around Moose and around that, those talents.
I sincerely hope so.
Maybe Top Dollar as well.
Who's better than Top Dollar?
Who's hotter than Top Dollar?
Not nada.
Exactly.
Whatever that means.
On that note, it's 3:59 and I want to go to bed. So
yeah, me too, mate.
I want Moose to celebrate his win, but send the fans home happy. Yeah, I think Dolph or Nick did that. Yes, that was a good moment. Cool. Happy that Dana Brooke is there. Presentation I'm off with. Yeah, they seem to be doing the Tony Storm thing, but with Dana Brooke. So
I love the Tony Storm gimmick. I absolutely love
the name. The Dana Brooke name's a little bit off though. Something by something else. I didn't really get that. It was something by something else was the name. Let me see if I can find.
I'm going to watch it back at some point tomorrow and see where we are.
Yeah, Dana Brooke with new ring name. Let me have a look. Ash by Elegance. Ash by Elegance is the name. I don't know. That
doesn't quite roll off the tongue, but we'll see.
It does not.
I'm happy Moose has got the title. I'm happy Moose has got it because it's like I'm also happy all my predictions came true. That's crazy. Pay up, Daniel. We have a champion.
Yeah, good luck getting that belt.
Yeah, it's never happening.
You are champion. Congratulations.
I have the moral victory. See, you should have shown up, mate. You could have been you. Could have been you again. You could have been a 4-time.
Man, nothing as far. Hey, don't worry, man. Hey, honestly, we appreciate you trying to bring people here. Don't worry about it. We're just lucky to have you. Thank you for your support. We appreciate you. Don't worry about bringing people here. People will come or they won't. It's all good. Thank you for your support. It means the world. On that note, unless you've got anything to add, Sam, we will sign off for Hard to Kill 2024 live stream and review. Good to see Dolph Ziggler show up. Good to see Dana Brooke. Good to see Alex Hammerstone. Good to see Crazy Steve win. So many highlights. Decent show. Great arena. Long live TNA.
Long live TNA.
Long live TNA.
And long live the new Gimme a Holy Head champion. It's my era.
Enjoy.
All the heel tropes are coming out on SmackDown on Friday. Be there.
Oh yeah, you're doing SmackDown, right?
Yeah.
Nice.
Oh,
nice.
I'll have it out with Dan.
Right here on the Gimme a Holy Yeah.
I might even invade Raw and tell him to pay up.
Right, yeah. Nice
I'll
one.
be in bed.
Yeah, no. I'm going to bed. So I'll see you guys later. This has been it's been fun being back here. It's been fun being back here. I don't know when I'll be back again, but Sam will be here on Friday. Dan has tentatively agreed to cover the Royal Rumble. So I'll see you guys soon. Thank you for being part of our community. Thank you for supporting us. It does mean a lot. We're here at 4:02 in the morning on a Sunday, and we wouldn't be here without you guys. It doesn't matter if there's 2 of you, 7 of you, 20 of you. It really, We love it, don't we, dude? We love it.
Yeah.
So.
Like we come away from some streams sometimes, like, and we might have 10. Sometimes we have like 3. Sometimes we have 20. Sometimes we have just a couple of people. But then we come back to these videos later, and there are comments, and people have watched them back, and we know people do it. So that's enough for me. I wouldn't ever want people like Nothing's Void, Sassy, Dex, people out to be swallowed by crowds of hundreds of or thousands of people. I wouldn't want that. That's not what this is. So, and if it ever became that, you probably wouldn't see me for dust. You know, that's just the way it is.
I don't know, man. I don't know. I mean, like I say, of course, it's lovely to have people. And like I say, we've had hundreds of people in. We've had 2 people in. But like Dan shows up, Arthur's shown up, Nothing is Void, Dex Baker, of course, a legend of the show.
Yeah.
Misfit Wrestling podcast. We love you guys for showing up, for being here. Thank you so much, all of you. It does mean a lot. So, yeah. Anyway, we've done that. I'm super tired. That's why I'm repeating myself. So I'll see you guys soon. Who should we have play us out? Let's have
Raven.
Let's have Raven. Okay, guys.
Yeah.
I'll see you later. Thanks for watching. I've been Dom. That's Sam. Thank you for watching our Hard Skill 2024 live stream and review. Hope you enjoyed the show. And yeah, long live TNA. We'll see you soon. Oh yeah.
Hey, this is Raven, and thanks for listening to the Give Me a Whole Yeah Wrestling podcast. Quote the Raven, nevermore.